Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of EmpireJeffTV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Sunday afternoon as we get ready for the 2024 NBA free agency. Kicking off in about 26 minutes, man. I'm excited. We already got a little bit of news right now. We got some things kind of being speculated prior to. We got a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on, man. So shout out to everyone pulling up, man. We out the gate hot here. I see y'all all pulling up here. I appreciate y'all, man. Get comfortable. We're going to be here for a while. Grab yourself a drink, chill. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, whatever it is. Pull up. Let's chill. Let's talk some basketball. And, can't even hold you guys, man. I was a little nervous going into this about thinking, man, the Lakers are doing nothing. They're doing nothing. And they still could end up doing nothing. However, maybe it's just foolish Jeff again. Sometimes he shows up every once in a while. But I'm intrigued and a little bit excited here, man. The Klay news, the LeBron pay cut. It looks like everyone at the bare minimum is trying here. Okay, LeBron, look at us. Said, Lakers, you looked out for me. You hired the coach I wanted, essentially. You drafted my son. You showed love. It's time to get love. See, that's how it works, man. When you show love, love only begets more love. When you show hate, it only begets more hate, right? So shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to LeBron. True partnerships, ladies and gentlemen. Move the sensitivity. Get on with it. Get past all the drama. Get past all the nonsense and handle business. And that's exactly what the Lakers and LeBron James seem to be working together. And they kicked that off within pre-agency and signing Max Christie to a 4-year, $32 million contract. I pretty much had Max penciled in at about $8 million per year, labeling that to be a pretty solid deal. Felt that Darvin held him back last year, probably lowered his value. So the Lakers probably could have offered 5, 6, between 5 and 7 and got away with it. But they gave him the 8 as if he had that solid year last year to overcome the shortcomings of Darvin not playing him like he should have. So I think everything the Lakers are doing, taking care of Braun with the Bronny situation, hiring JJ, taking care of Max, I think what they're doing, they're signaling to the league and these players, we take care of our guys. Undrafted Austin Reeves taken care of, right? Even all the craziness with D'Lo taken care of. So this is a lot of positivity coming out of the Laker organization for other players. Now they still have hiccups. They still got Genie running the show, who doesn't have the bag of some of these other owners. You still have Rob over there. While he has built a championship team, he's also fumbled them. This is his chance to get it right. So Rob, you got to get this right, bro. You got to get this right. So I'm excited, man. Let me get fire emojis in the chat if y'all are as excited as I am going into this, man. Shout out to everyone over on Twitter. I see y'all. Shout out to everyone over on YouTube. I see you as well. Twitter been pulling up. Twitter X been pulling up heavy of late, man. So I greatly appreciate y'all. And just thank y'all for tuning in. There's going to be a bunch of people streaming, a bunch of people doing their thing. So I'm just happy to have y'all here kicking it with me on a Sunday afternoon. And let me know in the chat, man. Who you guys excited about? Do you think Klay is going to happen? Do you think it's Valanciunas? Do you think godforsaken Harden is a reality of PG dips? And we're going to get to PG in a minute. Where do you think KCP ends up? What trades do you think are coming? And I'm telling you, there are going to be trades that we saw coming. There was never a rumor linked to it. Nothing, nada, zilch. That is coming. And those are going to be coming in hot. So be ready for those. I'm going to do my best to stay on top of these. I got all my systems here and all this set up, man. I've set out early texts to some of my peoples, like, well, anything you're hearing prior to. So we are locked and loaded and ready to go as we get closer to 3 p.m. Pacific time. So exciting day. This is always like Christmas morning to me. Like I feel like the play-in tournament somewhat killed the trade deadline. Now this new CBA and the things we got going on can potentially hurt free agency. But Paul George, if he lags on this, that can kind of hold up the market. Klay Thompson needs to make a decision. I don't think the Lakers want to miss out on guys if he's taking too long here. So the Lakers may be like, look, we want this. We'll make this happen. We're going to give you a starting slot. If you want to sign and trade, we'll do that. If you want to come from the MLE, we'll do that. Bron's ready to make that commitment and take that discount. That's the pitch. Bron's like, look, I'm taking this pay cut. So if you do it, I'm doing it. Let's make this happen, right? We played against each other in 4 NBA finals. Now let's try to play in one together, right? So I see the play here. I see the play for Klay. So, and I've been telling people, man, Game 6 Klay in LA is going to hit different if it happens. But we need to know, though. We need to know, because if it's not Klay, we got to move quick. Do we have a chance at KCP? Is he willing to come back and take a little bit of a pay cut there because all the years overpaid him and Bron got him overpaid? Is that a possibility? I don't know. So this is what we need. We need answers out the gate. We need to know. We already got Max. We know that's signed, sealed, and delivered. We do not know yet to what level our mid level is going to be. So if it comes out the gate, LeBron James has agreed to a 3-year 90 million or a 2-year 60 and a 1+1. I said last night, I told you guys I could see LeBron taking this year by year and kind of controlling the situation a little bit. And then a couple of things: one, forcing the Lakers to keep Bronny by opting out every summer; two, ensuring that okay, I took a pay cut last year, it helped us. If I take another one next year, can it help us again? If not, then I want more that year, and then the following year maybe another pay cut. So I've said it before that LeBron, I've said this on Around the League 4 or 5 months ago, that if he takes a pay cut, it could be an annual kind of wait and see approach decision to see how he goes about it, and that's exactly where we are right now. So I'm excited. This is smart business. This is good business. This is exactly what these two, both the team and LeBron and Clutch, should be doing. And if they can land Klay at that mid-level and still have D'Lo, Rui, Gabe, and other pieces to move, then good golly almighty, man, it's about to get popping up in here, man. Now let's pivot a little bit over here to Paul George, man. Let's pivot to Paul George. So it was discussed, mentioned about 7 to 10 days ago, saying that Philly was backing off of Paul George, and I called BS on that right away. This is just a way to make sure there's no type of tampering charge, making it seem like we're not even into that. And then all of a sudden, on the eve of free agency, it's coming in this morning that Philly is now the favorite. The Clippers are feeling pessimistic, and the Philadelphia 76ers are feeling optimistic. So super excited about that, man, about this becoming a reality. Because it's action, it's movement. And if they can find a way, there's been a report that came out slightly after that was saying that Philly is trying to get crafty, unlike not just the Lakers are trying to get crafty, but that the Philadelphia 76ers are looking to potentially get both Paul George and trying to snag KCP as well. They will wait, so you won't hear probably anything on Maxey until after Paul George or another one of these guys sign, because Maxey's cap hold is only like, I think it's like $13 million. Let me confirm this real quick. So his cap hold is sitting at a very low number, so it doesn't make sense for them to sign him and use up that space yet until they know who's taking their money. So because he's going to get a max. So his cap hold, looking at it right now, is going to be fairly light. So yeah, $13 million cap hold, but he's going to sign a max. So the second he signs that max, and their cap space goes away. So because you can go over the cap to sign your own guy, they're going to hold that cap hold at $13 million, go after a Paul George, KCP, someone else, and if DeRozan. And as soon as they agree, then Maxey will sign, because you can go over the cap to sign him. So there's a world where they add Paul George, they can potentially add a KCP, and then re-sign Maxey, man. And that would be exciting. That would be exciting. So Philadelphia making moves, get things going, man. But the fact that PG is meeting with Philly, the Clippers, and Orlando tonight. So Orlando's got big money there too. So I feel that Philly's coming out 4-year max. Orlando's probably going to come out 4-year max. Clippers have stuck on that 3-year non-max, kind of similar to what they gave Kawhi. And if they don't up that ante, then Paul George is out of there. Paul George is out of there. And if Paul George is out of there, what does Harden do? He's probably like, okay, my touches go up, everything go up. But if he's trying to win and play for something, then Ballmer's sitting here looking like, okay, I may not be able to even go into this arena with only, ligament Leonard in his one knee. So what's going to happen there with this? So a lot of interesting stories here. KCP, does he take that money in Orlando? Does he consider Detroit just to get the bag and get traded around the trade deadline? Does he go get a little less money? Does he consider the Lakers if Klay says no? So there's a world where your starting backcourt can end up being a combination. You can have KCP and Klay out there, right? Because let's say KCP agrees to the mid-level and agrees to that mid-level. And then it's like, okay, all of a sudden the Lakers can sign and trade for Klay. Because here's the thing, and a lot of people are pushing back, and there's a lot of been mentioning on this, but I want to talk to you guys about something real quick. This is very important, very important. If this goes the way of the Lakers landing Klay, if this goes the way of the Lakers getting LeBron to actually commit to that pay cut. 1 second here. So there you go. We got already news. You got the Warriors waiving Chris Paul on that $30 million contract. He's a free agent. Keep an eye on him with the Lakers and Clippers. Maybe even potentially back to the Suns. So just keep an eye on that. We'll see. Oh, hold on. 1 second. But so CP3 now a free agent, right? You got that happening. So back to the LeBron thing. If LeBron does go ahead and take that pay cut, and then they sign KCP on that mid level, now you can do a trade to get Klay. So back to the first apron. The first apron is going to be where the Lakers are going to be if they use that mid-level or do a sign and trade. So once they get to a point where they can use the mid-level, they're going to be capped at the first apron anyways. So at that point, you're going to do sign and trades. You can do the MLE. You can do all these things, but it's going to require them being locked in at the first apron hard cap there. It also puts them in the same situation than they were last year, that they will be one of only a handful of teams that will be able to get a high paid player in the buyout market. 1 second here. So that gets it to where it puts him in that first apron. Sorry, I got a lot of action going on right now. I'm doing my best to stay on top of all this. So they're going to live at that first apron cap. They can't exceed that. They can go into the luxury tax, but they can't go over the first apron. And they will be able to get a buyout guy like they did last year when they got Spence. They are going to be able to do a sign and trade. They are going to be able to have the non-taxpayer full mid-level exception, and they can actually take back more than they send out if they are all going to be hard capped at the first apron. So that's very, very important to know. So appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Like I said, there's a lot going on, a lot happening, and we're going to be here with you for a couple of hours, man. So like I said, pull up, chill, get comfortable, and let's have some fun. I'm gonna do my best to answer as many chats as possible, but I'm also trying to stay on top of the news that's happening here, and I got to pay attention to the alerts and everything going on here. I've also got the ESPN broadcast playing in my ear here, so I can hear what's going on here. So man, y'all excited? Let me get some more fire emojis in the chat, man. Let me get some more fire emojis in the chat. And 1 second here. Yeah, this is Zach Lowe was talking on ESPN, which actually makes a point here. This actually is a point here. The waiving of CP3 limits a lot of the financial hardship that the Warriors are going through. So this technically does open up a path for Klay to return to the Warriors and for them to pay him more and for them to clean this up. It does open that, but maybe damage has been done. Maybe it's not something that Klay would even consider at this point, but we will have to wait and see on that. But this is going to put the pressure on them to be on that those aprons and those taxes. It's going to be a lot less for them now, a lot less for them. So I don't know if it's likely, but it's Zach Lowe does make a great point. That is something that has to be discussed. But I do see y'all in here, man. See everyone pulling up here. I appreciate you, man. What's going on, Shakra King? Appreciate you, man. Trey all day. Appreciate you, Craig. We got Warren Lewis here. Let's get the party started. Absolutely, man. KD said, Jeff, how's that lavender? That's funny, man. My sister-in-law made me a lavender latte earlier. And I asked her, I was on my IG earlier. I'm like, what is it? She's like, it's a lavender latte. I'm like, oh, great. I just lost all street credit. But that mug was good. I ain't gonna front. But yeah, that was on my IG earlier. Appreciate you, man. Warren, let's go Lakers. Absolutely. That's me. Let me not post myself here. LFG, Max is back. That's right. What's going on, LA Sports Live? Make sure to follow LA Sports Live, man. My man LOE, what's going on, Lo? Appreciate you, brother, for tuning in, man. Thank you for being here. I know you was in the pool, you chilling over there. If you want to pull up at any point, Lo, hit me up. Let me know. I know you got a lot going on. The internationally known worldwide Low. This is Worldwide West, man. This is Worldwide Low up in here, man. Appreciate you, bro. Let me know if you want to kick it at any point today and talk to any of this nonsense, man. Let me know. Max is back. Factuals. Okay, let's catch up. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's going on, man? Thank you for pulling up. Make sure to subscribe to him as well. He's got a channel. The Kid, what's going on? Rui, Jax, AHS, 2029 first round pick. Top 6 protected for Klay. We keep D'Lo, the other pick for someone like Grant. Now, I'm not giving up no pick for Klay, man. I'm not doing that. Jonathan Neely, what's up, brother? Appreciate you, man, for pulling up. Festo, what's good, brother? Shout out to you as well. LeBron Jacoby said, what up? How you doing, bro? I'm great, man. I'm great. Hope you're doing well as well. I'm on Pelinka behind here. He better cook up something or LA fans gonna riot. Yeah, he definitely got to do something, man. Just getting out there and getting put out there. He has this news coming out only hurts Rob and Jeannie if they don't get this done. Like if they don't make something happen, then this is just way more pressure for Jeannie and Rob, and a lot of heat that they probably don't feel like facing right now. So something's going to happen here. You can't have LeBron leaking he's going to take a pay cut. You can't have Klay leaking that he's almost, he's open to taking the mid-level. You can't have all of this stuff come out and then the only news of your day is Max Christie and you move some minimum guys and maybe sign a taxpayer mid-level guy and then Braun settles for the max. This can't happen today, man. Tyron, what's going on, man? Klay for $15 million. So there it is. So the Lakers can sit here and say, let's say KCP agrees to go ahead and take the mid-level. I'm just spitballing here. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying, in a world of worlds, it's possible. So where KCP takes the mid-level, then they get with Golden State and say, okay, we're going to pay Klay this. What do you want? You want Rui? You want D'Lo? You want Gabe? What do you want combination here? They can inflate Klay on a one-year deal. Like maybe they say, Klay, we'll overpay you a little bit, and then we'll make that happen. So I think if it comes down to sign and trade scenarios, I was talking a little about this earlier. If it comes down to sign and trade scenarios, I believe the Lakers have more to offer than Dallas. So I think if it comes to that, to where they want to give Klay more money, and it's going to be a sign and trade, the Lakers have better assets to send to Golden State than Dallas would. I mean, if you're going to send Green and Maxey, I don't think that moves the needle too much for the Warriors as far as the sign and trade goes. They've already done this before. When they lost KD, they got D'Lo in a sign and trade, gave him $100 million, and then later flipped him for Wiggins. They could do that with D'Lo again. They could take on D'Lo on a one-year expiring deal and then flip him later for something else. So, or a Rui, or a Gabe. These are all very possible. So if it comes down to where Klay's if the Lakers get someone else, because Denver's not doing a sign and trade with the Lakers, that's not happening. So we can definitely disregard that here. Hold on one second. James Harden plans to sign a 2-year, $70 million contract to return to the Los Angeles Clippers. Source tell The Athletic and Stadium per Shams. Harden's agent have been working with the Clippers officials to finalize a new deal. Let me see here. So there we go. Harden is off the board. 1 second. So he is off the board now. Okay, so thank God, because that is not what I wanted for the Lakers to even be an option. Never thought it was, but thank God that's out of there. Shout out to DJ of Lakers and Fives and all his voodoo witchcraft for keeping that in the universe, man. But thank God that is no longer a possibility, man. So shout out to Harden for getting the bag. He went through some stuff last season. Obviously, the system gets that 2-year, $70 million deal. So $35 million a year. So that's a fair number for Harden and the Clippers. So let's see what happens now with Paul George. Does he dip on that now? You know that Kawhi is there. He signed. You know that Harden is there in a 2-year deal. He signed. What does Paul George do now? Now, Harden can't leverage the Clippers in anything of saying, okay, Paul George is out of here. I may dip. You may lose both of us. He went ahead and signed. That is interesting. So to the Clippers train of thought, is it like, okay, we'll let Paul George walk. We'll bring back Russ and Harden. That's our backcourt. And Kawhi, and then go from there. That is interesting. We have to look at their books after this if Paul George walks and see what happens here. But interesting, we got CP3 being waived, potential to land with potentially the Clippers or Lakers, potentially Phoenix again. You have the Beard signing a 2-year, $70 million deal to stay with the Los Angeles Clippers. And you have Max Christie getting a 4-year, $32 million with the player on the 4th year to stay with the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm sorry, man. I've got so many messages coming to my phone right now, trying to keep up with them while keeping up with y'all, man. Where we at? Let's see. I said I did too, bro. Look, there's gonna be a lot of chats here. I'm gonna do my best. Obviously, the super chats go to the front of the line. I'll read it in real time. Some of these that you guys are responding to, it could be from 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. So if you want your question answered in real time, Cash App up there, $ Empire Jeff, or the super chat, fastest way. Obviously, super chats are not required. I will read comments anyways, but I'm just saying it may be a slight delay because there's a lot going on. So appreciate y'all. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on the video. We cover the NBA, the Lakers, MLB, and the Dodgers. So 1 second here. There will be no shortage of interest in Chris Paul suitors once he becomes a free agent. The league sources continue to say, per Mark Stein. Let's see. The San Antonio has strong interest in Paul to join forces with Victor Wembanyama. That would be a good slot there, man. But if you're new to the channel, like I said, please subscribe. Drop a like on the video if you guys have not done so already. And if you're on the Twitter, you're out there on Twitter X, I appreciate y'all. Drop a like on the post, retweet it out there to the universe. Greatly, greatly appreciate everyone who has done so already. BZ, what's good, my guy? Exactly, time. Click the church. Click the likes. I appreciate you. Click the church. Tyrone Church got me messed up here. Appreciate you, Tyrone, man. Phoenix Layer 1, what's good, bro? Richard, what's good, man? Let's see. I want Rui for Bruce Brown. I want Bruce Brown. I really do, man. And I think that is a possibility. We'll see what comes up here. If you get Klay to take that mid-level, then you can make a move for Bruce Brown. I really want Bruce Brown is no savior. Bruce Brown is no beast. He's not, but he just does a lot of things well. Hold on a second. It popped open this beverage. Let me get a little sip before it gets a little warm here. 1 second. My thing is Bruce Brown does a lot of things well, and he does a lot of things that this Laker team needs. He's a dog, and he is just a player that the Lakers have been chasing for a while, been wanting for a while, and here it is again, man. Hold on. Okay, sorry, a lot of messages to hear, y'all. A lot of messages. But Bruce Brown, I think, would be an excellent addition to this team. Klay, please, says Warren. LFG Empire Jeff, what's going on? Alejandro. I appreciate y'all, man. Yo, if Paul George leaves the Clippers after all they gave up to get him, and he leaves them for nothing, oh man, we gonna have some fun. But I'm telling you, man, the Clippers have a way of coming out of the shadows at the last minute. I'm like, here's your 4-year max, come home. And thanks for playing, guys. Sorry, Philly. Could be, Philly and Clippers went through some negotiations last year to make this stuff happen. There's a lot of stuff that went down there. This could be the Clippers just dragging out Philly, making them hold their money. And maybe a couple of guys fall off the board while they toy this along, and then they go ahead and they stack Paul George back. However, I think that you're going to find that Paul George may hold up the market a little bit here. So let's keep it pushing here. The kid says, I hope PG signs to Philly, need more stars on the East to give comp to Boston. Yeah, give comp to Boston, but also, man, also to lighten the load on the West a little bit, man, because this stuff it's just heavy out here, man. It's craziness out here in this West, man, in this West. Klay with the mid-level, yes. Giving up stuff for Klay on a trade, hell no. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be if you're gonna. Here's the thing: if you're going to be, if you're gonna make a move for him to get something for him, you're gonna have to clear some spots anyways, and then you still have that MLE there to go get someone with about $13 or so million. Maybe you move Gabe for someone else, Rui for something else. I mean, D'Lo. There's a lot of things you can do. You probably only have to move maybe one guy for Klay. I mean, if you think about it, if you really do think about it, if Klay's willing, and it's rock with me for a second here because no one is saying this. See, your boy EPJ, man, Empire Jeff up here going to put you on some stuff that no one is saying. Let's say Klay says, yo, I'll take that midi. I'll take that mid-level. All right, cool. Well, guess what? Klay don't get bird rights with a mid-level. But he's cool with that money, right? My man Lowe calls me Chef Jeff. Let me cook up something real quick. Let's say he agrees to that 13-9, right? Niggas are all right, cool. Let's adjust that slightly. And we'll send you, we're going to do a sign and trade so we keep your bird rights. We're going to send you Gabe and one of our minis, whether it be Jackson Hayes or whether it be a Cam Reddish. We're going to send you those, and you're going to match that exact salary and send us back Klay. Now, at that point, we have your bird rights. You're basically getting the same money that you agreed to for that mid-level, and now we still have the mid-level. Come on, man, rock with your boy, bro. I'm trying to tell you. So there are so many different angles that Lakers can do here. One thing about Rob is he knows his CBA. He's a lawyer. So one thing about Rob is he knows this front to back. He knows what he can and can't do. Now it's just a matter of mapping it out. So if you pull that off, if Klay is willing to take that mid-level money, why use the mid-level money on him? Swap him for Gabe and a mini, get him over here, then use that mid-level, get someone else, and then still have D'Lo and Rui to make another move, man. Mess with your boy over here, bro. Trying to tell you. Let me get fire emojis in the chat. I'm telling you, ain't no Laker channel covering stuff like this. They don't know the CBA like that. Trying to tell you. Nicholas Clark says, I think Mavs getting Klay. They have the salaries for a sign and trade. The Lakers have the salaries for a sign and trade too. And they have players that Golden State would probably want more than what, like if it's Maxi Cleaver and Green from Dallas, does that move the needle on players for the Warriors? And here's another layer to this that I think a lot of people are missing too. The Warriors, if they do move on from Klay, they're going to want to do right by him. If Klay wants to go to the Lakers, and that's his heart of hearts, if his dad is there, Magic is recruiting him, LeBron is recruiting him, AD recruiting him, like if that's where he wants to go, The Warriors have a little bit of a stain on them for how this went down. So doing right by Klay and actually getting him to a conference rival, to the Lakers, hand delivering him there, will restore a little bit of equity back to the Warriors and take a little bit of that the damage in that PR sector there that they've got going on with them. So I think the Lakers have better options in a sign and trade to help Golden State. I think it's a better look on Golden State's behalf to help Klay get where his father is. These are all things that I think benefit the Warriors, Lakers, and Klay. So I'm just trying to tell you, man. I'm just trying to tell you, man. Let's see. Purple and gold. What's going on, my guy? Teams wise and need Jonas Valanciunas, but if Klay is available and okay for the MLE, then welcome to La La Baby. But I'm telling y'all, man, there's a layer here. There's a layer here. I'm telling you, but that's the thing. When you know the business of basketball, when you know how front offices work, when you don't just fall for narratives on other people's reports, you can put this stuff together. I'm just trying to tell you, man. Lakers will be stacked this year. Book it. 100%, says Judah Rising. What's good with you, brother? Thank you for pulling up. Thank you for pulling up, Judah. I appreciate y'all. So it's going to be a fun day, man. It's going to be a fun day. We're going to have some fun. And like I said, just get ready, get comfortable, grab yourself a drink, whether it's a, alcoholic beverage or some coffee or anything else that you do with your time to make you feel better when you're chilling, and just hang out, man. Hang out. We're going to have some fun, man. This is, we are here. We are here now. It's 3 p.m. Let's go. Let's start firing off. We got Senator Luke Cornett has agreed to a 1-year deal to return to the Boston Celtics. Okay, so that was pretty good there. Let's see. James Harden, $70 million deal. Okay. Shams reporting, after 13 iconic seasons together, sources say Klay Thompson is departing the Warriors and the sides will begin to work through the sign and trade options, discussing it. Lakers, Mavs. So here we go. So we got our first move. The big one, Boston. That's mid. No one cares about that. Next. Can the Lakers agree with Klay right now, or we have to wait to move more players? Well, LeBron would have to basically, you could agree with him knowing that LeBron's going to take that pay cut that will open up that midi. So yes, technically can agree. Technically can. Hold on. I'm trying to catch up to yours because stuff is going to fly right here. If Michael Thompson can't convince Klay to take less money and play for the Lakers, he shouldn't be fired, right? What's going on, Bridges? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. KD, what's good again, my brother? Let's see. This. PG is meeting with both of them tonight. Yep. I'm doing my best to. So I'm probably not gonna be able to catch up because we're, things are about to start happening here. But like I said, if you drop a super chat, I'll jump on it right away. If not, I'll try to catch up to it in a little bit. Let's see. What's going on, Big Baby SC in here, man? He said, Woj on ESPN just now, Warriors are preparing to have discussions with the Lakers and Mavericks on a sign and trade for Klay Thompson. Yep. Great House is King. What's going on, my guy? Let's get it. Facts. I think I got everyone in here. I don't think I skipped everyone. I might not have got every comment. I apologize. But I'm doing my best here as things start to fly. Klay and Prince had same 3-point field goal percentage last year. The question is, who plays better difference now? Prince costs a lot less. It does, but Klay also commands a lot of coverage. Teams won't leave him open, which frees up the other guys as well. So you got to think of a different strategy in here. The path to acquiring Brook Lopez would just be salaries that match. They're going to probably look to dump him. Yep. Facts. Yeah, Dodgers got racked today, man. What's going on, Craig? Okay, so I think we're good. LA for life was good. My guy Will just said that the Warriors are going to talk to the Lakers and Mavs about a Klay sign and trade. This is facts. Jonas to the Wizards. We are saved. So that's what happened. Let's see. Shams, let's see. Kevin Love is finalizing the deal to return to the Miami Heat. Okay, so he's returning to the Miami Heat there. Kevin Love, he opted out. He is staying. And let's see. Cornets. Okay, back to Boston. Okay, nothing crazy yet. Nothing crazy. Chris, my brother, what's going on? The graphic god. What's going on, Chris? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you, brother. Happy to have you here. Good to have you, man. LeBron to Kobe LA. You think the Warriors would be interested in expiring contract with D'Lo? Yes, they would. Nico, que pasa, man? What's going on, man? What up, Jeff? Told DJ Harden will go back to the Clippers. Yeah, man. DJ and his witchcraft, man. Nah. We didn't want that over here, man. What's going on, bro? Kessler over Jonas. Oh, for sure, I would. I'm just curious to see what that price tag would be for him. We're not going to help the Lakers like that. Patty Wagon, I'm telling you, they're looking to Woj just said it, Sham just said it, Haynes just said it, everyone's saying it. So at the end of the day, they have to kind of do right by Klay here to kind of help out with what's going on there. Great crowd today. Everyone, please like and subscribe. Absolutely, man. Great crowd. Like I said, we're going to be here for a while. pull up, chill, let's hang out. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already, and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everyone over on Twitter as well. 140 people on Twitter right now. Like the post, retweet it out there, and come subscribe to YouTube if you're over there on Twitter, man. Here we go. Man, Wendy is a buzzkill. Wendy's just chill, laid back, man. He's a realistic guy, though. He hate winners. Man. Can we trade Bronny from Levine? Nah, that's not happening, man. Vegas Dev, what's going on, my brother? Appreciate your time. Thank you for being a member. Also, you guys can become a member over here at the channel, man. Hit those 3 dots if you're on your phone. Go to the I'll go to the in the description. The first link in the description is to become a member. For less than the cost of lunch, you can become a member for a month. Great way to help support the channel. It's like giving 1 super chat a month. So greatly appreciate it. We got 3 different tiers, member-only videos, some vlogging. So become a member over here at EmpireJeffTV. Contest that. What's going on, WSN? Appreciate you, bro. If Dallas gets Klay over, that's going to be the second player that they get away of the new enemy. Well, I mean, they got to do their job, but at the same time, if the Mavs gets Klay over the Lakers, then that's just strange because they have the same amount of money. They have the same amount of money to sign him as the Lakers do with the full MLE, and the Lakers have better signing trade packages. So I think I think the Lakers should be able to outbid them pick wise. So okay, I think we're all kind of make sure to go subscribe to Contest That. My brother WSN over there got a channel over there. Very, very, very bright young man. Knows his basketball, man. Appreciate you pulling it up, man. Thank you. And like I said, I know there's a lot of people streaming right now. I appreciate y'all checking in, man. My bad, wrote that horribly. It's all right, man. Everybody's excited. We the rush. We got a lot going on. So it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna make a ton of mistakes today, man. Nobody's perfect. Difference is I'm willing to admit it. So man, I'm excited, man. Let's see what's coming here. Let's see. We got some notes here. Klay Thompson plans to have discussions with the Mavericks, Lakers, Clippers, and 76ers in the opening hours of free agency. Right out the gate. So here's the thing. That's part of the course here. That's smokescreen. So they don't want to make it seem like a deal was already in place. So when he says, so you got to pay attention to Woj's words because he's very clever. Plans to have conversations right at the opening of free agency. That's to buy there could be a decision already, y'all. There could be a decision already. This is to buy time to make it seem like there's no tampering. And in about 30, 40 minutes, whatever, you can get an announcement on Klay. I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get it. So if that's the case, man, oh man. If that's the case, then we may get something soon. When you start hearing Woj say that he plans to have conversations out the gate, that's cover. All right. That's cover for the agents. That's cover to kill any talk about tampering. So making it seem like he's had no conversations with any of these guys. We see you, Woj, with your slickness. You're being slick. Did Jonas go to the Wizards? Did that happen? Why am I not seeing that? Oh, my bad. Hold on. Did that happen, or is that like speculation? I'm not seeing that pop up anywhere here. Or are you just saying like that's gonna happen? That would be kind of funny. But however, having said that, I think there is there we go. No, that's not it. Something else popped up. You gotta be consider one thing here when it comes to teams like the Wizards, teams like Detroit with all this money. Pay attention to what Indy did last year with Bruce Brown. Pay very much attention to that because teams like the Wizard or teams like Detroit or even San Antonio, they may go after and sign guys and then move them for assets at the trade deadline. Teams with cap money who aren't a contender may use their money. Guys may get paid and then get moved at the trade deadline. So what Indy did last year, I think you're going to see some teams do this season. Let's see. Patty Wagon says, how hell will Clippers trade for Klay? They have no picks. Well, the Lakers aren't going to trade a pick for him either. I don't think it's going to be they're looking to maybe sign him with a mid-level, but the Clippers would be at a second apron team. And now depending on what happens with Paul George. So let's see. We've got an agreement. Let's see how fast they're updating these things here. They are, depending on what Paul George does, they have zero cap space. So if Paul George just walks, then you're sitting here with the Clippers not having cap space, but they are not a second apron team anymore. And they're not a first apron team either because you got Paul George, you got Plumlee, you got Boston Jr., you got all these guys that they may not bring back. And then at that point, that is when the Clippers can then, they are out of the first apron, out of the second apron. They open up the, let me check their tax here, where they are at the tax level here. Why is this site deciding to take its sweet time? Man. Okay, what has happened here? So the tax, so they would have tax space, so that would open the full MLE for them. If he walks, they don't get these other guys. So we're gonna have to pay attention to this and see how this money moves in real time. I'm trying to update the money in real time here. What comes from it? Um, but Klay, I think this Klay thing can come together rather quickly. I think it could, and waiting to see what he decides will be kind of a domino effect from there. Man, mid tweets. Yeah, man. I mean, that's not moving. But here's the thing: Paul George is holding up the market. Klay Thompson, in a way, is holding up the market. KCP could be holding up some guys that are getting paid. A lot of teams don't know where their mid-level status is going to be yet until these guys make decisions. Can we listen into the phone calls between the GMs right now? Come on, NBA, make it happen. It would be awesome content. Oh, listen to live negotiations would be wild. But you would hear some of the craziest things being said. These dudes talk crazy to each other, man. Crazy. Let's see. So they say, yeah. So the Clippers are definitely prepared. I'm listening to ESPN right now. They're talking about that they're prepared to go into the second apron. They absolutely are. At the Lakers, man, I understand where they're. Hold on a second here. Yeah, sign and trade is not going to happen with Philly and the Clippers, man. Bridget says, how many roster spots are available? I thought for sure we would make a trade to free spots up. Well, here's the thing. Keep in mind, a lot of guys aren't talking about this either. You can get up to like 22 slots before October. So you got to fill out rosters for training camp, preseason, and all that. You could stack up your roster right now, and then granted, you can't go over the cap. And I mean, you can't go over like certain tiers. But what I'm saying is body count doesn't really matter. And again, if you're going to be moving for someone like Klay, if you're going to be making a trade for someone like a Bruce Brown, some of these guys are going to be going out in those trades, man. JSJ, what's going on, my guy? He said Klay ain't coming. JSJ is always pessimistic, man. JSJ never buys the hype, never believes in anything. But the good news is typically when he's like down like this and he's like, being a grump, he's typically wrong. So hopefully this works out. So he's kind of being, he when he does this, it tends to go the opposite way. So let's see if that can happen today. But it's kind of quiet right now, y'all. Kind of quiet. Let's see what's happening here. Out the gate, not a lot going on. We had James Harden back to the Clippers at a 2-year, $70 million deal. We had that go. We had Chris Paul. Obviously, we had Max Christie signed. We had Kevin Love going back to the Miami Heat. You had Luke Cornett going back to the Boston Celtics. Other than that, it's been rather quiet right now. Some guys are sitting here holding up this market, man. Holding up the market. Hanson says, got the reverse jinx going on for us. What's going on, Hanson? Yeah, it's what he's doing, man. Thank God he might be wrong. But man, just JSJ is very glass half empty type of guy. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't see the glass half full. He's pessimistic, not optimistic. So whoa, what happened here? Okay, what happened here? Yeah, nothing happened. So let's talk, guys. What do you think? Do you think Klay gets this decision rather quickly? Do you think he stalls this out? Do you think Paul George decides tonight? Do you think it goes into the next day? Do you think KCP would consider taking a little bit of pay cut to get that mini? To kind of Bron and Lakers got him paid for years. Do you think that's something he'll consider? Maybe, right? Let's see. What is wow. So I've been talking for months about how I felt the Warriors should probably trade for Levine, and they talked, and it was Wiggins and Chris Paul for Levine, and the Warriors declined it. So they're looking to cut costs. It's looking like here, man. It's looking to cut costs, and a result of that, someone like Gabe's deal, someone like D'Lo's deal, easy to reroute, not long term. This is something to keep in mind on here. This is something to keep your eye on. Definitely something to keep your eye on here. Okay, got some coming in here. Kings in talks for Ingram. Yeah, my guy LOE was talking about that, to keep an eye on Sacramento. I agree. Keep an eye on Washington for Ingram as well. Miles Bridges. Let's see. Klay sort of seems like the kind who would drag this out. I don't necessarily think he's going to drag it out because this thing has to happen. LeBron has to decide on his money. Lakers have other moves to make. So if he wants to go to a team and have a chance to win and give them their best chance to build out a roster with him on it, then he's got to decide this rather quickly. I think Paul George may take a little bit of time, but I think Klay has to figure this out, man. Klay better not. What's going on, Hayes? Appreciate you, man. Nico says PG going to Philly and Klay is coming. My prediction. I think those are strong predictions there, Nico. I think those are strong predictions, compa. I think so. Let's see. LOE says Kings heavy on, but yeah, Lo been saying that. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together with BI on Sacramento. I kept thinking Kuzma, so he put that in my mind. So that was definitely Lo don't like to get attention or credit, but I love to point it his way because it drives him nuts. So yeah, that was all Lo. Lo had that first. LOE, man. LOE, knowing about where Brandon Ingram is going to go, the location. LOE, location over everything, man, over here, man. Craig says, BI about to catch that plane to Sacramento in that trade, man. No, he has to talk to 4 teams. They've already been talking, Craig. They've already been talking. That Woj putting it out there is just his way of buying cover to make sure that there is no there was no tampering charges to provide. CP3 and the Lakers would be an interesting thing if that is something that kind of finds its way. It just seems to kind of always be lingering. He hadn't become a free agent last year they thought he'd get bought out. Maybe it can happen. It didn't happen. So we will see. Him as a backup point guard may not be terrible at the mini. I think Klay becomes a Laker. Bridges, I think it's a strong chance, man. I think it's a strong check. Hands in. Gabe and Hood for Klay for 16 mil. Yeah, but you might even be able to keep Hood Chifino out of it. Like I'm trying to tell you guys, like I really think that Golden State is going to try to do right by Klay here. I think because they're catching some heat here and getting bashed for how they've dealt with him in this process. Look at the Lakers, what they just did for Bron. Now look what Bron is doing for them. That's how they got Bron, because how they treated Kobe, how they treated Magic, right? How they're treating Bron now is how they're going to get other guys. Golden State, what they just did to Klay, players pay attention to that. They do. And now they took care of Steph nonstop. They took care of Dre. But the way this went down with Klay, and granted, it's a new front office over there with Mike Dunleavy Jr. Bob Myers is no longer there. But this could be something where the Warriors want to do right by Klay and make sure that they are able to get him where he wants to be and help him, and that way kind of save face a little bit there. Bridges says, Nico, that's definitely my prediction. What's going on? Saeed, what's going on, man? They need young, thirsty shooters from the bench. Man, someone like a Luke Kennard, a sniper like that would be so good to pluck him away. That would be such a great pickup right there. Low with the intel. Yeah, man. Low connected, man. Low stuff. He just very humble and kind of quiet about it. Don't like beep and toot his own horn there. Don't be loud mouthing out here. He just goes about his business, man. Reeves, Klay, Vandal, Braun, AD is a very fun starting lineup. In that case, you're probably running Reeves at the point guard. I just don't like that backcourt defense. We'd have to figure that out. Trey to Pelicans or Orlando, my wild card predictions. So Trey, so you're saying Trey, I don't think he's going to Pelican. I think they saw that him with Murray just doesn't seem to work. I don't think he's going to the Pels. Orlando, yeah, because like I said, we talked about that on another show. The name, the star power. Orlando needs a name. But like I said, Detroit basketball, baby, is gonna be one of these teams that may absorb Zach LaVine or Trey Young, man. So keep an eye on that. And again, I've been joking around and clowning about Trey, about not wanting him and clowning him and calling him a dwarf and a muppet, just clowning. It's nothing personal against Trey. I just don't think he works on this team. I just don't think he does. It's just my personal opinion. And I'm allowed to have one without people hating my guts for thinking for myself. You know what I mean? Craig says, would D'Lo go back to the Warriors in a trade? He might. It all depends. So it all depends what the Lakers' plans and what they're trying to do here is. Nico says, who would have thought Klay would be the first to go out of him, Dre and Steph? Yeah, man. But thought for a minute it was starting to feel like it could have been Dre, right? Because of his issues. LeBron to Kobe says, Jeff, if Bob Myers was still the GM of the Warriors, you think he would pay Klay? Yeah, I think he would have paid him. Well, even if it wasn't a pay, even if it was, I think the communication, I think the way it went down would have been a lot better. I think so. Let's see. The Jazz are planning to waive center Omer. You're at 7 sources tell ESPN. So that'll be interesting. That'll be breaking news on people that I can't even begin to tell you what the impact of that is. Vegas says, hoping we get Klay. Yeah, struggled a bit last year, but still has some nice stretches during the season. Him being that open catch and shoot off of Braun and AD would be epic. Would be epic. So hold on, let me tune in here. We got something being talked about ESPN. I want to hear. Hold on. Hold on a second here. That's a good point. So they have a $16 million trade exception that they did do in that Tim Hardaway Jr. deal. So they do have that money there. But again, so Dallas might have a little bit more money from that perspective. But the Lakers do have the sign and trade route. So they can do that. So this is just crazy in general. Like I just never thought this was going to be a possibility with Klay and the Lakers, man. Just never did. Jordan J, what's going on, man? Lakers cooked regardless. Pelinka should be fired. It's the opening day of free agency, man. Let Rob work, man. Let's see what he can come up with today, man. Patty Wagon says Braun getting max because Lakers not going to do anything significant. If they don't, then he will get the max. Facts. He will get the max if they don't make moves that he approves of. Big Splice, what's going on, my guy? What do you think about the re-signing of Max? I love it, man. I had pegged him at about an $8 million a year deal. That's exactly what he got. 4-year, $32 million. That's more than about $5 million or so less than what the mid-level would be for a guy that was probably mid here and should have got more minutes under Darvin Ham. He was held back. Now I think that he comes in, he gets his minutes, he gets in a rotation. He's got some length, he's got some bounce, he's got some youth. He can shoot, he can defend. He's a smart basketball player. I like what he adds to the team this year at that price tag. So when you look at this, you have Austin Reeves and Max Christie for a combined $20 million, man. That is a great value of 2 potential starting players and a backcourt level players. Like Max could start for some teams, right? And even on a top tier team, you can have that one guy who's that 3-and-D guy who can get out there and do some things. And Max has potential to be a solid role player for many years, man. Many. Backup big. D'Lo for Klay seems like a waste, right? Especially if you could have added Bruce Brown for D'Lo, Klay for mid-level. Well, like I said, so it depends what Dallas is offering and what Klay is willing to accept. If he's just picking destination, like I just want to get to LA, then no, you probably just slide him into that mid-level. But like I said, if you want to go get someone like if your move is Bruce Brown and Klay, if that's what you want, then yeah, you have to keep D'Lo, slide him out there, or Rui and some minis to get up there to go ahead and get someone like a Bruce Brown. But then again, like I said, if Klay's like, look, I'll come from the mid-level, then you could send someone like Gabe and a mini out there and get Klay at that 13 or so million, then use that mid-level on someone else and still use D'Lo to trade for a Bruce Brown. So there's a lot of different things here that guys aren't covering. Gabe and Hood is 16 million. Yeah, they could get to that. Great House is, man, the chat's so pessimistic. Jeez, grab a drink. 2 fellas. I mean, people are nervous. I'm chill, man. I love this. I live for this, man. Pressure, man. I thrive in chaos, baby. I get paid handsomely to deal with thriving in chaos, man. This is what I do. I'm taking your advice. I've been started. Great House. Got myself a drink here. Got to get wifey to do a refill. 1 second. So yeah, like I said, get comfortable, man. Grab yourself a drink. Like I said, hang out. Let's see what's happening. A little quiet right now. But we hanging out. I want Miles Bridges and Nick Richards. Don't sign and trade for Klay Thompson. I know, Savage. I know. We know. we know. But we don't know what it's gonna be yet. We don't know what it's gonna be. Let's see. Max got the potential to be like a KCP. He does. All these players are just using the Lakers, said Patty Wagon. I don't know. I mean, like Klay doesn't really stand to benefit too much by using the Lakers. Really doesn't. Bridges says D'Lo, Reeves, Maxwell, Hayes, 2 firsts and a second for Sexton and marketing, and we remove protection from our pick. They probably would want Connect though for marketing. You have to pay for marketing, man. He said Jeff Prescott. Just talking trash. Saeed says, I believe they have interest by adding Rondo to the coaching staff to apply more intelligence, vision, and experience. Facts. I agree. Man. But shout out to everyone who's in the building right now, man. Go ahead and drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. I'm trying to get to 1,500 during this stream, man. We have 1,488 subs, man. Let's get to 1,500 today. That'd be great. Man. And shout out to everyone over on Twitter. Y'all rocking heavy today, man. We have over 160 people in the building on Twitter right now. So shout out to you guys. Drop a like on the post, repost the post, and comment on it to join the conversation, man. And we'd greatly appreciate it. Let me check something else here. Okay, cool. I did check on something here. What do you think of Hardenstein as a big addition? Hardenstein's going to be good wherever he goes. The Lakers aren't going to have money to get him. I think Hardenstein has a strong chance to end up in OKC. Knicks are going to be out there looking for a bargain big, maybe a Drummond, maybe a Wiseman, something like that. Hardenstein, keep an eye on Golden State with, excuse me, keep an eye on OKC with him. If he goes back to the Knicks, I'd be a little surprised, not shocked, but a little surprised. They've priced themselves out a little bit here. They have. Jeff, all these reports make no sense. Why are Lakers looking for older players after saying they want younger, good players? Well, you want balance. The problem with the Lakers last year is they could have used another vet or two, Savage. And that's what it is. They do need another vet or two. And that's what they're looking for. And I agree. You don't want to have, 3/4 of your team be all those vets. You want some youth, but you need a couple more vets out there for sure, man. KD, what's up, my guy? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate y'all, man. But it's a little quiet right now, man. But I told you that free agency was going to be maybe free agency portion of it may have been a little quiet to start. The play-in tournament has kind of dampened the trade deadline, and the new CBA has kind of dampened free agency. Now, however, trades and sign-in trades are a little different, and that stands to differ, and that's going to be some changing. So we'll see what happens here. But Paul George holding up the market a little bit, Klay holding up the market a little bit. Guys like KCP, some of these guys can't really, Trae Young trade, a Levine trade. A lot of these moves are kind of held up. And who knows if you've got something cooking and it's like 3 or 4 teams involved, that takes a little bit of time. Guys got to call each other back. They got to check in on some things. These are all things that just take some time. So this is going to require a little bit of patience, which I know Lakers Nation is not known for. We are not known for being patient. But at the same time, this is going to require some patience, and we're going to have to see what plays out here. Paul George not meeting with these teams until tonight is effectively saying that a lot of the market is held up right now. It definitely is. So will Klay make a decision by the end of today? I think Klay needs to kind of he's in a way holding it up too. So Klay might have to decide rather quickly because there's multiple teams being held up on this, and you got the Lakers, you got the Clippers potentially, you got the Mavs, you've got Orlando, Philly, you've got Golden State. Like you've got a bunch of teams here, so they gotta. I don't know if Klay. I don't think Klay goes to 4th of July. I don't think it goes that far. Paul George could take some time here. I would take CP at a vet minimum. I would, purple and gold. Nothing above the vet minimum, and I would not want him as a starter. But as a minimum, having a guy like Chris Paul on your bench, but Chris Paul with Rondo would be epic. I would love to see that, man. Staying off the grid. He said he has an opinion on basketball. Interesting. Bro, PG and Klay are constipating this free agency right now. Yeah, they're holding it up. They're holding it up. And I mean, look, being a free agent, it comes with some guys aren't free agents a lot throughout their career, right? And they want to take their time. They want to meet with teams. They want to kind of see what their value is. They want to see what's going on. But right now, still quiet. Still quiet out here. Not quiet. Let's see, Mark Liu, what's going on, man? Looking like Klay is off the board for the Lakers. How so, Mark? What do you mean? It's looking like the Lakers are very much still in play. But look, there's no guarantee that they get him. But they're in play. They're definitely in play. Is there a chance, Jeff, LBJ could possibly wait and play with Bryce? There is a chance. Katie says, so if Rob waiting for Klay, can Rob speak into looking for trades. Yeah, he could. Like, if you remember, after the Kawhi situation kind of fell apart, he pivoted to a bunch of different things. They probably got plan A, B, and C lined up. They probably got a pivot ready to go. They just got to get some answers from some guys. Just like I was telling you how D'Lo, if he wasn't a top option for some team, he probably wouldn't opt out, and that's what happened. And now you got guys sitting waiting. Okay, these guys have to decide before teams move on and pivot to these other guys. It is as quiet as D'Lo's phone before deciding to opt in. Mark Lewis says, there aren't in place. Sham just said the Warriors are working with Klay on a side in trades. Lakers are out. Sham said that? Let's see. With cat space teams, Orlando focus on wing free agents and Utah focused on current roster decisions. The Knicks working to unhard cap. Sources say the OKC Thunder are in Eugene, Oregon, set to meet with Isaiah Hartenstein. Just told you guys that. Just told y'all that. I've seen nothing about Sham saying the Lakers are out of Klay. That would have been everywhere. It's going to hurt to see Vando go if he gets traded. Him, Reeves, and Connect would hurt to trade for the right deal, though. Anything goes. Yeah, facts, Bridges. Facts. LOI, I waived off plans for this. Where the bomb's at? Yeah. I mean, I told you to be, cautiously optimistic here about out the gate about the free agency period. Like, HC Picks, what's going on, brother? Salute to you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. It's quiet because people got to wait to sign. Can't sign 5 minutes in, or it looks like you were tampering. Yeah, and that's why I said why Woj put out that tweet of making it seem like Klay was going to speak to people immediately when free agency started. So we will see. But I've heard nothing saying the Lakers are out on Klay. Yeah, a lot of haters definitely don't want Klay here. There's a lot of low key, sneaky Warrior fans in here. They're a little tight about this. A little tight about it. About to lose their legend because their franchise don't know how to take care of their stars, man. They lost KD, that fell apart. They're about to lose Klay, that fell apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, a little bitter. You guys can joke all you want about the Los Angeles Lakers, but they know how to take care of their stars, and that's why they always get them, because they know the value of a star and they know how to take care of them. Warrior fans that came out of nowhere, man. They just blew up out of nowhere and just got so butthurt and upset after losing in 2022. They thought they were entitled to win every year. Like, it's just crazy. They thought they were entitled to just forever win. They thought they just gonna wake up every July 1st and have another championship in their grasp. It don't work that way, man. It don't work that way. A lot of you guys probably just started watching basketball in 2015. So it don't work that way. No. Do not work that way. But man, we wait. All it takes is one little bomb here to get everybody up and excited, man. F the Warriors. You should have took care of their stars. Yep, exactly. Chris says, Lakers take care of our superstars. Facts, Chris. Facts. Taking care of people always comes back good, man. When you treat people right and you do the right thing, always comes back good on you. When you treat people bad, word gets out on you, man. People start staying away. Is Brook still possible? Brook Lopez is still possible. I don't know if it's likely, but it's, yes, still possible. Bridges says, Klay controls his destiny. He got to agree to a sign and trade. He grew up a Laker. His dad works for the Lakers, and tweeting about wanting Klay to LA, it's definitely a possibility. It's more than a possibility. It definitely is. Second. Because it is definitely more possible than people. Definitely more possible than I thought out the gate. I didn't like. I've been talking about LeBron taking a pay cut for a while. That's been on my radar for a long while, but I didn't think he'd actually necessarily do it. Then I feel bad for Steph. The starting five will be mid. Hey man, he's getting crazy paid. He chose to stay. He didn't apply no pressure. They'll figure something out up there though. That's a smart franchise though. Jeff, Miles looking at sign and trade option if he doesn't return. I mean, I get you. I would not hate on Miles Bridges. I've just heard nothing about it being a possibility. Doesn't mean it won't be. Doesn't mean they can't pivot to it. But I like Miles Bridges and I like Nick Richards. Just I've heard nothing about them being linked to it. Nothing. Let's see. Drop a like on the video, y'all, if you haven't done so already. 34 likes in the video. We need a little bit more than that, man. Come on. Let me. Where Ron? Help me out, Ron.
Acknowledge me, please.
Yeah, come on. Acknowledge me, y'all. I'm out here putting all this work, man. Drop a like on the videos, the least you can do. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We got a lot of new people in the building today, man. We got an active crowd. Like I said, trying to get up to 1,500 during the stream. We're at 1,489. Got about 60 subscribers over the last couple of days. So that's dope, man. It's been popping. So let's keep that train moving. Let's keep that going. 1,489 right now. Let's go and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. and drop a like on the video as well. But 35 likes on the video is a little light right now. So come on, y'all, help your boy out. If you're on your mobile device, hit those 3 dots in the top right and then hit that thumbs up, hit the like, man. Help me out. Katie says, Jeff, are you big on bean and cheese burritos or breakfast burritos? Both. Sometimes combining both. Facts. Bean and cheese burritos, if they are done right, so many over in LA and East LA and so many spots around my way. But man, breakfast burrito, damn, now I want one. Both of those are fire. Absolute fire. If you're in LA, Lupe's is great. Breakfast burritos, there are just a ton of spots, man. Wake and Lake in Pasadena is fire. Doubting Thomas is fire. There's so many spots around my way that are fire. There are so many bomb breakfast burritos around my way, man. Love them. Clippers going to lose PG for free. I see them paying Klay a lot of money and they need people to get done. I mean, but they may be restricted on what they can do as well. So gotta have to wait and see what happens with that. Chris says, it's true. If real life also be kind and good others, good karma. Facts, man. That's why I always treat people right, man. I treat people right. I'm always nice to people. And, you know, if they've got some kind of something in them that makes them a little weird, a little odd, I just keep it pushing, man. I give no Fs. Keep it pushing, man. Keep it pushing. Focus on you. Focus on your family. Focus on your goals. Focus on your success. There's always going to be people that want to control that or take it from you. Don't matter, though, because when you're successful, you can control your destiny. So just focus on that stuff, man. My bad. I just hit the like. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, brother. Katie says, Wake and Lake fire, bro. Wake and Lake is dumb fire. It's stupid fire. Let's see. Delete. Wait, see. Delete did it again. What's going on, man? I live in Pasadena. That's crazy. Yeah, man. I love Dina, man. Old Town Pasadena. Wake and Lake is fire. The original Tops got a good one, man. Here's the thing. Pasadena has so many great places to eat at. So many great places to eat at, man. Did you know that the cheeseburger was created in Pasadena? So, I mean, just think about the burger joints they got up there. I think this place called Burger and Pie or something like that. Crazy old. Fire, though, man. So many good burger joints up there in Pasadena. So many good spots to eat in general in Pasadena. LA for Life said, East Los have the best burritos. Facts, man. Especially when you get those classic bean and cheese burritos. I'm telling you, Lupe is fire. So many spots, though. So many spots, though. What about Nick Batum for the men? Nick Batum, I think if he comes back, I think he may stay. I think he may stay with Philly. Like I said, he had a great year this last year. It worked out. It looks like they had a lot of fun over there. There was a rumor that he was retiring. That has hold on. There we go. They said that you know, last year that they kind of announced that it was kind of his farewell tour. It's kind of funny, like a player like Batum doesn't get a farewell tour, but they basically announced that this would be his last year. And then haven't heard anything much about that after that. Woj said the Clippers, part of the Klay sign and trade discussion, they definitely will have a lot of money to give for like 2 years. No, they could, but because they're definitely not going to participate in a sign and trade for Paul George. That may be why they're playing hardball with Paul George as well. Jeff been active. I work nights, so I can't even keep up. Nice to see you active, Jeff. Hope all is well. Hey, appreciate you. I've had a lot going on. And like I said, I've got a lot on my plate. I'm a busy guy, a lot of responsibilities and obligations. So it's hard. You know, like I said, I some of these streamers got it made, man. They can sit at home all day, do nothing, and just pop up when something happens. I can't do that. You know what I mean? So, but I appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in, and I'm doing my best to stay busy, even though I got a million things going on, man. So appreciate y'all. Jeff, you had Lucky Boy breakfast burritos in Dina. Yeah, Lucky Boy fire. Lucky Boy fire. Like I said, Wake and Lake fire. The original Tops fire. So many, bro. So many in Pasadena. I'm in Pasadena often, so I love that. I love those spots out there. Been trying to go to Wake and Lake, and I don't know where to park though. Over there, let's park in one of those ghetto parking structures. Hey, you got to. But typically, I just have people pick it up. You know. So, but yeah, Wake and Lake. There's so many good spots in LA though. So many good breakfast spots, breakfast burrito spots. Sources said Nick might not come back to Philly. Yeah, but like I said, I kept hearing he was going to retire, so we'll see. Philly reporter already said Batum is not returning. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. I missed that. Is there anything new on Zach LaVine lately? The only thing I've heard lately about Zach LaVine is that they said that surprisingly, the teams are going to have to attract first round pick to get off of him. So, like I said, Detroit just keeps coming to mind when I think about Zach LaVine. Bridget says, I don't see Klay wanting to be a Clipper. That's it too. Man, turning on the Lakers for the Clippers. And it had to deal with his pops. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. With all the assets they give up for Podcast Pete for nothing, and he walks. Yeah, purple and gold for all that for Palmdale P, baby. Palmdale P. Your mic kind of bugging out right now. Check it. Are you serious? My mic is bugging? Is my mic bugging, y'all? Let me know. How do I sound? I sound fine in my headphones. So let me know. Let me see. Sam just said that him and the Warriors are looking at signing trade options. Yeah. How do I sound, y'all? I sound fine in my headphones. I sound fine. Everything looks fine on my end. Everything sounds fine on my end. KD says it's bugging though. Mike good? Okay, cool. Mike sounds fine. Okay. So maybe it was on your end, KD. Maybe it was on KD, a world traveler as well. He always all over the place. So maybe it's on his end. I'm not sure. 1 second. Man, it's quiet right now, yo. My response to like my very like non-enthusiastic reporting here on Twitter is getting my meh or mid stuff. You sound fine here. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. I think it's on KD's side, man. Sounds good to me. Appreciate it. So where we at, man? Where we at? I had ESPN playing in my headphones in the background. I don't know if that caused any issues, so I'm going to turn that back on and let me know. I'm going to listen to this real quick. Talk about the Lakers. So give me 1 second. Bro, it's good right now. It was bugging for like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Right. Okay, they're talking about the Lakers right now on the salary map, so I'm just paying attention to this real quick on ESPN. So the Lakers got to stay below 178 here to stay below that first. They're breaking this down right now, so I'm just paying attention here. So they're basically just repeating the same stuff over and over right now. There's really nothing going on. Just repeating what they've done for the last couple of days of what they can do here, man. But oh man, we do got some breaking news right here, man. We got Miss Angie B in the building, man. Hello, Miss Angie B. EmpireJeffTV's own Angie B, man. Welcome back. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Hope you are doing well. Good. I needed some cap help today, man. I need some cap help today. Kind of quiet right now, though, Angie, but we're waiting to see what's happening here and what continues on. And also, speaking of some more breaking news, man, we got a special guest about to join the building right now, man. Bringing my guy LOE, Mr. Lakers over everything. What's going on, my guy?
My bad, man. I fell asleep. Wasn't nothing happening.
Just kind of dozed off there, man.
Dozed off.
Yeah, it's quiet right now, bro. But it's to be expected, I guess, right? Considering the very minimal guys are kind of holding up the market right now. Not minimal as far as money, but as far as like there's very few like free agents that can hold it up, and there's a lot of guys kind of there's gonna be a very heavy trade free agency period, I believe. But those guys who are free agents, the Klay Thompsons and the Paul Georges, kind of holding it up for guys like KCP and things like that right now. So until those guys make a decision, we're kind of stuck here, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be slow motion until then. The good thing is they're meeting right away, so
yeah, that's a good news.
Maybe stuff will pick up. I think PG. I think I saw all his meetings are taking place in LA. I'm sure Klay's the same. I would think so.
I would think so too. I think Klay decides before Paul George. I could be wrong on that, but I think his situation is a little different because the Lakers got to know what to do with Braun, D'Lo, and all the. I think the Lakers are going to be. They've been talking already, man. They've been talking already. They don't know anything at 301 that they didn't know at 201. You know what I mean? So this is all decision making right now. Woj being cute out there, throwing out the posts about that. Klay is going to talk to them at the start of free agencies. He's just covering tracks. They've been talking. Everyone knows that. But now it's just trying, like deciding, I'm going there. And is it via trade or is it via mid-level? And did you hear that point I said about how the Lakers could theoretically, if Klay does agree to come to the mid-level, that they could basically make a trade with Golden State for that same money as the mid-level, maybe give them slightly more, and then sending out Gabe and a minimum, and then you still would have that mid-level left, along with D'Lo to move. So there's levels of things that can be done here,
and you get the bird rights, like you mentioned.
that was the major thing I mentioned. Yeah, the bird rights. So that's huge. That's huge. So that could be slightly okay. He chooses Lakers, and it's going to be trade now dealing with Golden State on what that move might look like. I've also said I want to hear your opinion on this, Lo. I've said for all the naysayers out there saying there's no way the Warriors would help the Lakers get Klay or help Klay get to the Lakers, I say this, that they've kind of taken a hit here in how they've dealt with the star. So by getting him to where he wants to go and kind of escorting them there and helping him kind of restores some of that. So I think sending him to a team where his father is and kind of getting him what he wants, if that's what he chooses, kind of limits kind of some of the shame of how they dealt with him. What do you think about that?
That's 100 on that. I mean, they kind of have to. You took care of Draymond, Steph's there, right? And now you got this. So it's not even so much helping the Lakers. It's like you said, repairing their image, and also you don't want to. If you can get something back, you want something back for them.
Yep.
You don't want them to just walk for nothing. You already missed out on PG, right? You couldn't get that done. You turned down. We saw that news. You turned about Levine. You turned that down. So I mean, you don't want to just let Klay walk out the door for absolutely nothing. And you're going to have to, at some point, you're going to have to do something to get another star there, right? Draymond and Klay and Wiggins and Kuminga, that's not winning you anything. So you're going to have to get somebody in there. So yeah, you need to repair the look of this as much as you can, so other stars can look your way.
Yeah, I just think it would be a great look for them if they were able to get Klay where he wants to go. Right. I think that'd be a great look for them. Now, whether he chooses the Lakers is another thing, but I don't know, man. The more I think about it, Lo, I do not see him choosing the Clippers over the Lakers and have to deal with his father. Maybe I'm tripping, but I do not see him telling his dad that he's going to go play for the Clippers. I
can't see that. And then I mean, Klay, you also got to look at it. Okay, Kawhi, PG, they were both LA technically, right? From LA technically. He's going to follow down that path. I'm another guy from LA, and I'm going to follow the path of going to the Clippers as opposed to the Lakers. Like, I can't see that happening. Now I can see him if it's Orlando or if it's Philly for money. I can see that happening much more than Clippers, or if Dallas can pull it off over us. Although I think we have the better, like you said, we have the better stuff. But no, I don't. I think the Clippers will last.
And it looks like the Clippers are working on a Russ trade.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, so that we kind of figured out. That's people got to understand, and that's what I kept saying. The value of bird rights. We talked about this. I talked about this last night. Russ opting in. He's 36 years old. Doesn't want to start over with a new team. Building bird rights out there. That's a good move for him to opt in and work on a trade. I actually kind of feel bad for him. I feel like he did everything right with the Clippers. But with Harden coming back, who knows what's happening with Paul George here? What do you see him ending up in Miami? Phoenix? I don't think Phoenix can really do much there. Maybe back to OKC. Do you think the Spurs, put him with Wemby? Like, what do you think? $4 million contract. He's cheap.
Right. I was telling LA Sports Live this a while back. I think San Antonio would be perfect, man. Mm-hmm. I said either him or CP3, one of those guys. You kind of want to vet, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to attach yourself to someone long term. Like for instance, we talked heavy about Trae Young on there, but do you really want that? For Wemby, I'd rather have a guy in there for a couple of years, a vet that can teach him how to play the game the right way. And say what you want about Russ, he's going to teach you how to play the game the right way.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Especially young guys, rookies love him. Like his rookies love him.
Right. And Russ is going to put you in a position. And we talked about this too. I think that they're a lot closer, to being there than not being there. I think coming in, they thought it was going to be a longer process. But when we play so well, maybe you look at, trying to get a piece. And like you just said, Russ is going to put you in the playoffs. Him and Wemby, I think you make the playoffs.
Yeah, he will. And at some point, I know you want to get lauded, but stop wasting years of Wemby. Let him get some playoffs experience early. Let him learn that early. Let those young teammates get it early. Stop going the Utah route of letting Markin and Roth there just to build that out, right? Get him in the playoffs, year 2.
Right.
Like, get him there. And I'm telling you, Lo, if he takes a leap this offseason, Wemby could scare the living hell out of a team in the playoffs.
Right.
The living hell.
That's what I'm saying. Lakers got to do something. We can't be in that play-in.
Yeah.
Down there hovering down because you don't know, man. And Wemby, the thing too, I think they have to do something. They can't take the long approach because Wemby wants to win. And
yep.
I think you need to give that man what he wants. He's that damn good,
He's that transcendent, that marketable. I'm telling you this, I've said this before. If the Spurs play games with this and try to do the Spurs way and not make this the Wemby way, if they play games with this and try to preserve him and tank a little bit and do these things, I'm not saying this is going to happen. He could be the first guy in history to pass on a rookie extension and go somewhere else because he's that valuable off the court. So the Spurs need to do what this kid wants. And you don't want a franchise to be handcuffed, but you get someone like Russ there, who I've heard he's a fan of, CP3 as well. Those guys will get you in the playoffs, at least a play-in, and you will scare the living hell out of someone when you're there. So I think they got to make a push for that. But the Russ situation, Russ got a pretty different teams. Let's see. The Clippers are actively working on trades to move Russell Westbrook, sources say on the NBA. So that's Shannon's reporting that. Do you see any other teams for Russ that makes any kind of sense there?
You mentioned Miami. Miami makes sense. I can see that. Him going back to OKC, you mentioned that, but I mean, he would be coming off the bench, right?
What about Denver?
Yeah, Denver makes sense. They can definitely use that. He would come off the bench there too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think where else can he start?
I don't start. San Antonio.
Yeah, he goes to San Antonio. He's starting.
Phoenix.
Oh.
They need a point guard.
So who do they move? They're going to move Bill to the bench or
3 guard.
Slide him over.
I mean,
slide him over.
Yeah. Start. The keyword is start. I apologize. The keyword is start. You know when remember when CP3 went to OKC?
Yeah.
And it wasn't a contender, but it was a team that he got into the playoffs. And so maybe if Russ goes to a team like that, maybe like maybe you get him on a team that okay, Houston's not right. They got Van Vliet there, and they got that's not going to happen. But if you look around and you look for a team that was just on the outside and didn't quite make it in, Memphis isn't going to do it. Houston's not going to do it.
Chicago?
That's what I'm saying. Chicago. He was linked to them before when he got bought out by Utah. He was linked to them before. But as you kind of look around, where is that team where he could start? They're kind of on the cusp. Probably not Atlanta. What about Orlando?
Oh, they do need a point guard.
Russ would be nice in Orlando.
Yeah, he fits the culture there. They got some dogs and they're gonna get after you. So yeah. And then they have defense to cover. I mean, Russ to me is still a decent defender.
Yeah, when he wants to, absolutely.
Yeah.
When he's locked in the game and he's not throwing fits and kind of all over the place and yelling at fans and and screaming at people in press boxes. Yeah, he can still be still a good rebounder, still can get assists, still a decent defender, and he can still get to the basket. Like I said, I think people are just judging him on his Laker tenure, but it was just a really bad fit, right?
Yeah, he's still a good player.
Yeah, he's still a good player. He was very good for it. And the thing is, he would have been good on this current Laker team. It's just the problem was when he's making $47 million and coming off your bench. But the team so when they traded Russ and got those players, the Laker team that they got after trading Russ would have been perfect to be on. He would have.
Right.
But Russ is. I've taken up for him a little bit just because I know what he does in the community and I know what he's done. He's a good dude, man. I don't Russ the entrepreneur, the philanthropist, the stuff he does that he doesn't even get credit for, no one even knows about it. He does a lot, man, and not just in LA. Every city he's played in, Like he still does stuff in Washington. He still does stuff in Houston. Obviously, OKC. Like he is a good guy in a community. So I on that merit alone, I'm rooting for him, man. I really am.
Yeah.
Kevin Knox, the Warriors Summer League. First sighting official. Let's see. Change of topics. Who do you think is better than Knicks or the Celtics? I still got the Celtics. I like what the Knicks have done, but they've got to figure how all that works. What do they do with Randall? What happens with Hartenstein? Does he dip to OKC? What do they do with Robinson? Do they go a cheaper route of a Drummond or a Wiseman? Like, I got to see. They're solid, but they still got some questions. You agree with that, Law? I still think it's Boston.
Oh, wait, I just saw some. Russell Westbrook is interested in joining the Nuggets.
See, yeah. He should, but will the Nuggets and Clippers make a trade together? Russell to the Spurs would be fun. I think that'd be great for Wemby, man. The Bucks.
What was your question? Sorry, I missed your question.
The Bucks, he wouldn't start though. The question, Boston or New York right now. I still got Boston.
Yeah, I still got Boston. They're the defending champs. They're bringing everybody back, so you can't go against them.
I'll just say they're saying bring back Russ. Lakers. Russ back to the Lakers would break the internet and my soul. I don't know if I
wouldn't be mad at it, to be honest. With the price.
Yeah, but the Clippers are not trading him there. But if he gets traded and bought out, Sixers.
What happened?
No.
Russ to the Sixers. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He wouldn't start.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to start on any contender.
No, but if PG goes there, it makes sense, right?
Oh, true.
I didn't think about that. See, there you go, Tyrone Church. There you go, my guy. I appreciate you.
But I don't know. He wouldn't get a lot. Maxey plays a ton of minutes, man.
Well, Russ ain't gonna play a ton of minutes. You know what I mean? If it comes down to look, I want to play. Yeah, how many minutes is he gonna get in Denver? You know, I mean, he can get 20 in Denver probably because they traded Reggie Jackson.
I would think that he wants to go somewhere like San Antonio where he's gonna play. That's what I would think. He still has a lot in his tank.
Me first says if you can't play team ball for 48 million, I can't help you. They still mad at Russ. We get it, man. Like we know, but people still mad at Russ.
You're never gonna change that.
Mutual interest. I'll talk about Russ the guy. Like I'm telling you, man. Russ the human being, solid dude, man. He really is. Mutual interest with Russ in Denver, which would make sense. They traded Reggie Jackson at $6 million, getting Russ in there at $4 million, save some money, similar role, and he probably has a bigger impact on that team. He can kind of be Bruce Brownish, right, over there for them.
Yeah, true. Very true.
We got Chris in here saying GOAT's time too. Appreciate you, Chris. Low as a GOAT, man. I'm still earning stripes out here, man. But appreciate you, Chris. Love you, brother, man. Thank you for tuning in.
They're saying a lot. It's so slow too because of everybody's scared with the new TBA, the new tampering rules and all that.
Yeah.
So they actually follow the rules this year.
Yeah. And Roads out there covering from people. Chris say, bring Westbrook back. Chris can't wait to design a shirt with Westbrook, like the resurgence of Westbrook and all that. That'd be hilarious. Oh, then it goes bad again, and he goes back to the Clippers.
Tobias Harris receiving interest from Pistons, Jazz, Spurs, and Mavericks.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what type of money he gets.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But he says waiting on pipe dream free agents. I don't think Klay is a pipe dream right now. I really don't. I don't think he is.
No, that's very realistic.
I didn't think it was early on. I really didn't.
Yeah.
Now it's not. Yeah. Now that we're here, it's not.
Right. I didn't see it coming at all.
Bro, even these dudes on ESPN look so miserable.
Right.
They don't know what to do in their studio, bro.
Look at Perk. Man, can we get a lunch break? 15-minute break.
God. Yeah,
Perk over fall out of his chair. Look at him.
Yeah, Perk. Can we get some burnt tips over here to get some burnt ends or something? God bless America.
Down a lot.
Yeah, but he had to, man. Remember that when they were making fun of him for sweating so much on TV?
Why did you do a man like that? Man?
That boy was sweating like a you-know-what in church, Lo. He was sweating, bro.
Where's Bobby Marks? Don't got Bobby Marks on there?
Yeah, he's been back and forth. And yeah, me first, man. You always firing off just hate towards the Lakers and bash. What would you do if they gave you the keys to the car, man? What would you do, man? Because you just bashing everything that comes up. What would you do? Curious. Tobias to be a Warrior, I guess. Warrior? No, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know how they can make that work.
What
$20
do the
million
Warriors
now.
do? Let me ask you that. What do they do?
Well, that's gonna get Perk looking for that DoorDash notification. All right, me first. You make up. You can talk all the trash you want, man. That's gold. He looking for that DoorDash. Man, Perk do seem like the dude that would do DoorDash instead of Uber Eats, though. He do look like a DoorDash dude. I can see that. I had to get the DoorDash. Man. So, damn, where did we leave off? That DoorDash threw me off.
The Warriors. What are they going to do?
Oh, so let's look up the Warrior books real quick. So, there, as we've talked, like there's a pathway for everyone, right? Like depending on what they can do with other teams in the league and who wants to work with them to shed salary and move salary, right? So, if Klay walks, he's coming off the books. Even if you do a sign and trade, it's going to be for less money, right? That alleviates it. You've released Chris Paul. If you get someone to take Wiggins, like the Warriors can move people and get out of there to where it's literally Steph and Dre, right? As far as the big money guys, because you got Draymond at 24, you got Steph at 55, double nickel, yikes. Wiggins at 26, so that's the block right there. With releasing CP3, and even if Klay comes back on a sign and trade for somewhere between 15 to 20 mils, you bring something back. Let's say D'Lo. Let's say it's 18.7. That's way less than what Klay was going to be doing, right? That's way less. So you're saving money there. If you dump Wiggins somewhere, it opens up the door for a few things for the Warriors to do. But then you're going to have to just kind of basically just give away players. So keep an eye, like I said, on Detroit. Keep an eye on Washington. They're doing like that old OKC route, but we'll take your players for compensation, right? So those guys, like Klay Thompson's cap hold is $45 million. So if you get a D'Lo $18 million or he leaves clear out, then that opens up a lot for them, a ton for them. So then if you can dump someone like a Wiggins on someone else, then you're in the game. You're in the game.
Yeah. What happened? What's going on?
There it is. Let's see. Nothing, man. The DoorDash killed me, man. I would love Bruce Brown and Klay. I would love that. I would love that. That'd be a pretty solid backcourt because you got a gritty defensive point of attack guy, and then you got the shooter. I wouldn't mind that.
That works perfect. And then people have to realize too that you can't play Klay at 2 anymore. It's not that Klay, right? I think you got to slide him over to the wing, to be a wing. And if you could get Bruce Brown, that would be huge.
Yeah, I think defensively, I'm talking about just offensively, meaning catch and shoot guy, right? Maybe 3-and-D then I guess instead of the 2, yeah. But I'm saying you got something a little different. You got the contrast, right? Because Bruce Brown can play the defense. Right. So
that works perfect.
Yeah.
Perfectly, right?
Klay catching being a catch and shoot guy for Braun and AD, man. I just want to see that. I just want to see that. Yeah. He might be able to shoot he might be able to playing with Steph but playing with Steph and KD is crazy. But at this stage of his career, that will just open it up for AD and Braun, man, because having him in that corner or on that wing right at the top.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Imagine Klay taking all those shots that Taurean Prince was getting last year.
Yeah.
Or Vanda was getting in the wing, right? Or even Rui to an extent. Imagine that being Klay. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, played his last game with the franchise rust, man. I do feel bad for him. I know a lot of Laker fans don't, but I kind of do.
Played for a long time. I was one of the only ones. I kept saying it, man. Trey, as the more and more we push through the season, I kept saying Russ has always been a slow starter guy. He's always started slow. I kept trying. Finally, that wore off.
Yeah. No, he has been.
As long as I could.
He has been. I just do feel bad for him. They say Darius Garland to the Spurs gaining some heat there. That'd be a nice pickup for them.
Oh yeah,
that'd be nice. He's paid, but his age works though. You get someone like you could still get one of those other vets with that. But Garland wouldn't be bad there. Nakomi, what's going on, Nakomi? Appreciate you, man. Make sure to pull up on Nakomi and subscribe to her channel. She got a channel, does excellent work over there. Very, very, very bright, beautiful basketball mind over there. Appreciate you, Nakomi. Sup, Jeff? We waiting on a move like white smoke from the Vatican. We sure are, man. You know what? I can't say I'm shocked because I knew there was minimal free agents, there was minimal teams with space. Paul George was going to hold it up. We knew these, but I felt like maybe we'd get some traction with Klay and kind of know early what the Lakers were doing. But this is a brick. This is a brick.
They said the highlight so far is Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. This is a certified brick. Wiggins for Grant. I mean, maybe, but like I said, it depends if the Warriors are looking to cut salary or not. Tyrone, I'm not sure where they're doing that.
Andre Drummond just tweeted, "I'm in the mood for a Philly cheesesteak."
Oh, he's been to Philly before. He's already been on Philly and they traded him. Roy Estrada, what's going on, Roy? Deals won't be announced too early. Teams are afraid of getting fined, even though we know agreements are already made. Yeah, no, I get it. That's kind of why Paul George was saying that. That's why Philly was coming out leaking like they didn't have interest. I knew that was BS right away.
Andre Drummond to Philly, 2 years, $10 million.
Damn. Free agent center DeAndre Jordan plans to sign a 2-year, $10 million deal with the Philadelphia 76ers.
That must be why he did the tweet, huh?
Yeah. Man.
Cross him off the list. So now what do you do? Do you look at my whole thing with Valanciunas, man? I don't think he's worth the $13 million, man.
So that's that mid-level, right? That's the
I don't think he's worth that.
No. I'm talking about Drummond. That's either the biannual or the taxpayer mid-level that they got him at. Damn.
Yeah, that one sucks right there. That's tough. That's a tough one because I had him in my back pocket, man.
Man. Wow. Maybe that explains why they said the Lakers were talking about Brook Lopez. You saw that earlier?
Yeah, I did. I mean, they have the assets to do it. What is Brook? 24, 25?
Brook is at. Let me see what his length is. Oh, that's gonna be. That's
he
really.
He signed that new deal.
Yeah, I think he's 23 million, but he's an unrestricted free agent after next year. So, $23 million. Yeah. That's not. I honestly, I might rather have him than like Capella. You know.
Oh yeah. Valanciunas, people, that name got mentioned in the for the MLE.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's worth it. Valanciunas, he's gonna get played off the floor. So I mean, just like the Lakers played the man off the floor, and you remember the IST thing against New Orleans, played him right off the floor, and that's what most teams are gonna do.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, I think. Yeah. If it's not a vet minimum or a little bit more, I pass on him. But yeah, Brook Lopez is perfect. You remember the Lakers wanted him last year.
Yeah, no, they did. They did. What's going on, Taco Business? That's a good name, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you. They did want him last year. That's a fact, man. Appreciate you.
Gave him that extension. Price is out.
Yeah, man, that's such a great deal for Drummond. Back to Philly. It's funny, man. He got with Philly after all that beef with Embiid, and then they trade him away, and he still goes back there. Off the board, man. That's such a great value for Philly, man. Damn it. That tweet was unrelated. Unrelated tweet. Big L, man. Wiseman. Man. Wow, he said Rob is telling old Kobe stories why teams are going to work. That sucks. Man. That's so cheap for Drummond, man.
Right.
So cheap. And that's one of those guys, that's one of those guys that the Lakers couldn't really move on because they didn't know what money was going to be. They didn't know what was what. Right. So Klay, man, they better come out of this like this was something that's lined up in the works, so that wasn't going to happen anyways. Like you know what I mean? Like this, they're working on the trade with it. I don't even know what's going on here, man.
That's the thing though. If you sit around and wait too long, man, and these other guys dry up, come off the board like that, that's a big loss right there. Because I know he was on their board. He had to be on the board. He had to have been. He had to have been. So if this happens and people like, what do you do? Because you can't come out. Everybody's gone. And Klay. I mean, you rewind back to Kawhi, right? And we were waiting around on Kawhi. I think you missed on a lot. You missed out on like a Jimmy Butler, right? And a few other guys. I mean, they had an excellent plan B. Shout out to Rob for that. He had a great pivot plan,
he
but
pivoted quick. Yeah,
uh, are you going to be able to do that here? Because there's not a lot of names to pivot to.
yeah,
And you
that
see,
one
guys,
was.
Drummond ain't waiting. Drummond ain't waiting around because I'm sure he would have loved to be back in LA. I mean, the first go around didn't work because AD was hurt, right? AD got injured. So I'm sure he wanted to come back.
Yeah, I mean, unless if this was done a while ago, maybe, you know, like the Lakers maybe not had a chance at him because this was just Philly's been working on stuff for a while. Philly been working on stuff for a while. The PG stuff, maybe there's something like this. This could have been in the works for a bit.
But it's so low though. Such a good
2 years, 10 mil. Well, he was on a minimum last year. You know what I mean? So he man, that stung a little bit. That stung a little bit. But like I said, I know they had interest in him, but he wasn't going to be the first one to fall. That wasn't going to be the first one to fall for the Lakers. They're working on bigger stuff, but pun intended, cheesesteaks. Now I want a cheesesteak, man. Kawhi all over again. Somebody get Drummond and LA taco and some chilaquiles for breakfast. Man, you guys make me hungry up in here, man. That's why I said pipe dream. Just like Kawhi, we get dogged. I mean, it's nowhere near the same as Kawhi. Andre Drummond on a 2-year, $10 million. Yeah, this is can we trade D'Lo for Giannis? I like Gary Trent Jr. I do like him. Man, that was just so much cheap. Just so much. But I figured he'd be in that $5 million range, like 5 to 7, depending, like, you know, mid-level. I was hoping like the Lakers would be able to get him for that mid-level.
Right. Yeah. Before everything broke out about LeBron taking less and all that, I wanted Drummond for the like you said, the taxpayer in the league.
Yeah. Oh, man. So we had somewhat of a boring trade deadline, right? It was kind of just wait. Hurry up and wait. And a lot of things didn't happen. And then we have this currently.
Right.
And it's just
well, you had the Murray news dropped early.
Yeah, that was pre-agency, right?
Yeah, So if you kind of factor that in.
Caruso came early.
Caruso came really early. And then the news with New York.
OG, Monk. These are all new layers in the CBA, right? The new CBA that these guys can do things.
The trade with Bridges.
Yeah. Trade with Bridges, yeah. So yeah, Casey, opting out stuff. But yeah, this is midnight free agency breaking news was peak.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, that was fun.
Having to stay up. Yeah, it's till 9 p.m. our time, man. Like
right. That was fun. Man. Like, let me get my nap in.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
I'm glad that's not what's going on right now, man, because we'd be sitting here late night like just. But yeah, that time that was that was incredible.
I heard some snores like the Kareem report.
Oh man, that's the best. Shout out to Reem. That's happened a few times where people just knock out. But what is this dead, man? I feel bad. Man. This shit hurt. This damn thing hurts the content, man. Like, come on, we want
like cut it.
Yeah. I'm like, man, this is like, man.
You remember Magic at the LeBron's house?
Yeah. Showed up at LeBron's house, just sitting there like, Wait, remember when you got a legend like Magic Johnson sitting outside, waiting nervous to walk in your house? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I get you. Me first. I get you. My bad. What's going on, Queen? I don't know what Kessler's market is. What do you think Kessler's market would be, Lo?
Oh,
a pick?
Yeah, at least. Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to move any of those players without a pick.
No, I'm saying, but you don't think it's more than one pick, right?
No, it shouldn't be. You should be able to get it in one pick. I'm just saying, I think each of those guys might command a pick besides even Sexton. I think they probably want to pick for Sexton.
I don't think they want to unprotected. The Lakers aren't sending 2 picks, right, for Sexton and Kessler. I think they do one.
No, I think you do one. I'm saying if they do individual deals.
Gotcha.
If they go second places, they're going to want at least a pick for each.
Probably like, all right,
Yeah,
like
you should be able to get
go.
one pick and a bunch of seconds. Should be able to get that done.
Yeah, we'll go from top 4 protected to top 3 protected on that 2027. We'll remove partial protection there.
Right.
This is not
I'm still tripping off that Drummond, man.
Yeah, that was Max playing the wing. Max could play a wing for sure.
And we don't even have a coach, man. We got one coach on the staff still. We're behind, bro.
Me first says, I just sent my wife out for pizza. This is killing me. Yeah, because you know what's gonna happen. I'll be like, if I be like, okay, I'm shutting this down. Like this right. Nothing's happening.
Boom,
and then like 5 things are gonna hit.
I tried to go. Nothing with that. I tried to go hop in the shower really fast, and then the Christie news broke.
Yeah. Yep. See, that was me last night because, like I said, we got home and like my wife had a bunch of people in the backyard, the pool, and I was like, all right, yeah, I'm definitely not doing a show with a bunch of people screaming behind my studio outside the office right here. So I was like, then it ended up being like 11 p.m. and came on and did that, and like, oh my, I hadn't done a show that late in a while. But it was fun. That was a much funner show because anticipation is much better than sitting in something just waiting for something. But Clippers look at the page to trade PJ Tucker. That's not shocking whatsoever. What do we got?
I'm surprised we haven't heard nothing on Hartenstein yet.
Well, I saw that he was meeting in Oregon with OKC.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. I saw that. Right when I was talking about it, I got that popped up. So I think they're the favorite to sign him. Yeah. Kevin Porter Jr. has agreed to a 2-year deal with the Los Angeles Clippers, including a player option. Sources tell The Athletic. After 6 weeks of strong play in Greece in April and May, Porter had multiple NBA suitors and chose the Clippers.
Okay.
Is that Kevin Porter Jr.? Is that's the one that got in trouble, right?
Yeah. The one who he dates a girl in the WNBA, or he used to. He beat her up or whatever.
He always had the talent. Like he's always been a talented player. But that's what it is. You go away, kind of clear your name for a bit, and then pop back up. Did he got cleared of that though, right?
Yeah, I think they came out and said. Well, I know she came out and said that nothing happened.
So
after she said, you know how that stuff goes.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But yeah.
I know he reached a plea on something, I think, but so he's off the market, but that wasn't a big name right there. DeMar DeRozan will sign with the Flippers after Westbrook gets traded and PG signs with the Sixers. That's possible. That is actually very possible. Who's taking PJ Tucker? I don't know who's taking PJ at that money. I don't know. You'd have to pay to get him off. They don't have a bunch of draft capital. I'm the only one who really likes Sexton. How much better is DeJounte Murray than Sexton? He's better, but not a huge difference. Yeah, I mean, I like Sexton. I would love to see him play in the playoff atmosphere. I think he's got the moxie for it. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, if you can't do some of these other things, then yeah, go do that.
Man,
how you feel about Grant?
Jeremy?
Yeah, Jeremy Grant.
I wish it was 3 years instead of 4. And I wish there was a player like I thought I got an option on it, but that money is not going to be terrible in a couple of years. But he's 30 years old, $30 million a year. He doesn't guard wings particularly well. He can score. They're talking to him, but I do like that he won't be expensive. Like the Lakers won't have to give up a pick for him. So I do like that. So combination of like a Rui and a Gabe or D'Lo and a Gabe can get you Grant, and it's lower money for Rui annually and less years. Same with D'Lo, only 1 year. I can see that happening as probably like a later option. They're doing something. Like it's not going to be. I can see Grant if they can't get a Klay, if they can't get a Bruce Brown, if they can't get like one of those Brooklyn guys, can't get a Jared Allen like that. I could see them pivoting to him as like maybe a 5th, 6th option. Does that seem about fair? I don't think like he's at the top of their list, but I think they've talked.
Yeah. Yeah, it came out that they were talking to Portland. So we'll see.
And he's played well. Like we've seen what he's done in playoff when he was with Denver, man. Like obviously nothing in Detroit and in Portland, but he's had good moments. And I know a lot of people saying, no, he already said he wouldn't want to come to the Lakers because he didn't want to be a 3rd option. That's because he was seeking, that money. He wanted to play, get that first bag, get that second bag. Now he's locked in. So Now he'll go pretty much wherever because he's paid and now a chance to go win. But that was before. He's got paid now, and shout out to Dame. He got that boy paid, and that's why Jeremy Grant is why Dame is not in.
Yeah, that was crazy.
yeah. He is exactly why he is not in Miami, because if he lets them know he wants out before they sign Grant, him waiting till they sign Grant and then saying I want out was just nasty work. That was nasty work.
Yeah,
and that's why they played hardball with him.
Yeah,
that's exactly why they played hardball with him.
Then you still got Kuzma out there.
There's a lot of guys out there. It's just those guys aren't moving nowhere until these guys. Until something happens here.
Right. Especially once PG decides, I think it'll be crazy.
I do feel bad for Russ though. I keep bringing that up. I feel bad for him.
Still. But at least he got to stay in LA a little longer.
Yeah, he did.
OKC loves him, man.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool for him to kind of go back there. Yeah, I think because he never forced his way out really. Like he was right. Like that would be probably ideal place for him to finish up. They take care of him. They do it right. He'd get a crazy farewell tour when he's done at 41 games a year. They're doing that right. But it's man, nothing popping, man. Woj like, okay, like, not gonna happen until like 6-7 p.m. I'm chilling. He already knows he's in the backyard barbecuing.
Right, he wasn't on the
he wasn't on the panel. Yeah,
he knew
he wasn't even on the panel, so man. I don't think JJ will be like Darvin Ham. JJ doesn't strike me as a guy with a lot of patience. If it's not working, I think he's gonna try to change it. So I don't think he's gonna be anything like Darvin when it comes to that. I think JJ has no problem being a jerk with players. I have no doubt about that.
I agree.
Rob will look bad if he can't swing a deal with Ron publicly stating he'll take a pay cut. Isaiah Joe would be nice. I wanted him last offseason, man.
From OKC, huh?
Rob back at Disneyland. Russ had a blast. Yeah, he go to the Kendrick concert, Ryle out. Now you're getting traded. Don't trade him to Toronto, man. He can't. He won't take that. Like he can't go to Drake County. But this is man. I don't know, Lo. I don't know.
Yeah, crazy.
It's kind of tired. So
refresh my feed, see if anything's happened.
Yeah, nothing. So not that I don't love kicking it with y'all, chat. I love it. This Sunday, I am hearing activities outside my house, man. That sound like, you know what I mean? Right. This is not ideal right now. This is not fun right now. So
they said, are the Clippers an NBA organization or a rehab clinic? It says they have a domestic abuser, a dude who belongs in a mental asylum. I can't read that last one.
Wow.
And then moving into a new arena.
Moving to a new
I can't wait for the Clippers, our first trip over there, man. The Lakers' first trip. They might not let us in the building, but we going.
Oh, they will, but they just won't let us in that particular section. That one weird section that they say that they track you and you get certain discounts if you're loud. Like, I think they're trying to get a little too creative, like a little too interactive. That's a little too weird. Like, how do you tell someone who they can and can't cheer for them?
That's crazy. That's
just that trying to talk about forcing people to watch your team, like forcing them.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Take that trip over there.
Let Russ be the eighth man for the minimum. Salute you guys for providing content. Hey, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. It's rough right now. I was hoping we'd have something. Depends, Kevin Central. Thanks for pulling up though. I'm not sure, depending on how much Klay, the money he's gonna make and what other deals they're trying to line up. Don't know for sure yet what that would end up being. But there's multiple options. They got a ton of options. But right now we are 6 away from 1,500, y'all, man. So drop Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. $14.94. I was trying to get to $1,500 during the stream. If we had some things popping, it would have happened, but we still can get some more here. $14.94. Let's try to bring it up here at $1,500 by the end of the day. And no matter what happens, what's going on here, whether we go off the air in a little bit or stick around for a few, I'll probably still come back at some point later tonight. But right now, doesn't seem a lot going on. I don't want to tie up Lowe's day, with nothing really happening here. And may shut it down here for a bit because there's just really nothing going on.
Right.
Nothing going on. So probably go ahead and do that. And I'll pop up later tonight if something gets going. And obviously, if you ain't doing nothing, you're more than welcome to pull up. Hopefully we'll get some information here. Wouldn't be surprised if Lean with Braun taking a pay cut. Yeah, man. I want to bring this up real quick before we decide to dip out here. Someone in my comment section asked, with Chicago stating that they will include potentially a first-round pick to move off of Zach LaVine.
Nope.
Would that change your mind from a Laker perspective of getting him? And if there's nothing else happening?
Nope.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't me either. I go, okay, thinking about it. I thought about it, but
Rob, I don't know. Because Rob absolutely has to do something major. Right? So if you miss out on everything else, you might do it.
Yeah, I just don't like LaVine. Who would you rather have, LaVine or Trey?
It's funny, guy. Lakers in 5, they were having this discussion.
Yeah, they have some fun ones over there. Shout out to DJ.
Man.
It's kind of deciding which tooth you want to pull first, right? It's like
right. That's tough. That's tough. I mean, Trey is just so small, man. So I think I'd probably take LaVine.
Like if LaVine was making $35 million a year, I'd say do it. I really would. But that money, man, and I think that length of that deal. And I know people are always giving me a hard time. It's not your money, Jeff. Why do you care? Well, because it handcuffs the franchise. Like they can't make moves. It's not our money, but it's our cap. You know what I mean? It's still like it destroys our team's ability to do anything. So
right. That same scenario, if you strike out on everything, Trey's there too. So Rob may, that could still be a possibility too.
Oh man.
What about you? Which one would you rather have?
I take LaVine. I feel LaVine could do more. I don't feel he'll get picked on in the playoffs as much. He can shoot the ball, right? He can. I don't have a personal beef with either one of the two. I think LaVine would fit better than Trey. But it's weird to call LaVine a two-way player, but coming playoff time, his size would be better than Trey come playoff time. But so I'd probably, man, like I said, it's deciding which tooth to pull first. But
and LaVine I've seen LaVine play defense before.
Yeah, he's more athletic. Like he's more capable.
Right. Trey gets you no defense at all. He gets a couple of steals, but every point guard does, right? D'Lo does. So you get some steals, but that's it. Like, man, he'll get torched.
KCP to the Magic.
What?
KCP to the Magic. 3-year deal.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay. I didn't get a notification, so I was like, huh? Who reported that?
Yeah. $66 million.
Yeah, he was definitely not taking no mid. Yeah. Wow. Who broke that?
I got it. Wolves was the first one I see do it. No, he didn't. I don't know.
No, he repeated Jeff. Okay, that's Jeff Ziegler. Okay.
Yeah, it just says Scorcher's Tail. Okay, that's big time right there.
Yeah.
So that takes them out of and that's that's a signing. That's no trades or nothing, right?
There we go. We got something so we can cover that. So that takes him out of equation for the Lakers. That takes him out of going back to Denver. That hurts Denver, which helps the Lakers. As you can hear the tone of my voice, I'm happy over movement here. So takes him out. That takes Orlando off the board for PG. Right?
How much money do they have left?
Orlando, that pretty much is, if it's 3-year, 60 mil.
33. Yeah, 3 year 66 mil.
3 years, 66. So that's 22 a year.
Yeah.
So 22 a year. So he gets a pay increase.
But that takes him out of Klay too, right?
Big money. Yeah, it does that big money. So man,
so that's good. This is good.
Man. Okay, I saw everybody was throwing it in the chat. I was like, wait, what are they talking about? So then I went and looked online. I'm like, okay, there it is. They're like, guys, we have news. Jeff, we have news. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. So, man. This is okay. So that we do have some movement there. That frees up some stuff. Magic should be out on PG now. They're off the board for D'Lo. Well, not necessarily. You could do like a Wendell Carter Suggs trade there. But as far as I don't know if they want to get another guard there.
They use Suggs though. Suggs was big for them last year.
What's that? So, yeah, no, I like Suggs, man, because his defense.
Yeah, I don't
that guy can pressure the ball, man.
Yeah, I think they're done. That was their big move.
Yeah, that was their move. And KCP, man, the fact that he couldn't even work out a
sign and trade is great.
A sign and trade or couldn't work out like an extension with Denver. So
well, they're trying to push Braun.
No, I get it. They're saving costs. They're no matter how they try to spin it.
Right, yeah.
But it's
that's good for them because they desperately needed shooting, and he checks that box, and then he adds to their defense. Their DNA is going to be defense, right?
Yeah, and he's a good vet. He's a good vet for them.
Yeah, perfect for those guys, right? And he got some dog in him.
Yeah.
You pair him with Apollo, yeah, I like that. They also have to re-sign the Wagner brother, not the good one, the other one.
The one we used to have, the lesser Wagner.
Yeah,
the lesser Wagner.
But I think they're going to come around and do it. I think they said they're going to put it off until after.
Yeah, I think they said they were going to try. They said Jordan J said Lakers cooked. KCP was you see it now. It probably seemed like it wasn't possible, but it was.
Right.
But he's also getting $22 million with no state tax. Man.
Yeah, that part. Yeah, it was a long shot.
Yeah. I get the logic you were saying though. Like I said, like if Orlando got Monk was available or D'Lo ended free agency and stuff like that, this is why D'Lo opted in. This is exactly why D'Lo opted in. Was this move here? This is exactly.
Oh yeah, he would be. Woo-wee. He would have lost money.
But he knew this deal was coming. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Like, he only opted in because he knew that deal wasn't coming. Right. Calvin Booth does talk a lot that this is true, Angie. Definitely going to miss KCP just like they missed Brown last season. Yeah, he's making it seem like he lives no big deal. When he said that, you kind of knew he was gone because Booth be too sensitive. You know them sensitive males, man. You got to watch out for them because Booth is a little too sensitive there, man, and plays his cards out there. PG still meeting with Clippers and Magic. Still meeting with the Clippers, but probably not Magic.
Yeah, I think he crossed him off that list.
Yeah, so that's okay. Some movement there.
Philly and LA.
And so go ahead.
The Clippers, they weren't going to give him a fourth year, right? So
no.
Why is he even? Yeah, that's not. I mean, unless it changes now, unless they see he's serious and he really will leave.
And that third year is a player option for KCP, so that makes that deal even better for him.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, that's a better deal for him. But I do agree with this, Bridges. Respect to Woj for quoting the other reporter instead of making it his own tweet. Facts. So much facts. I like if I get wind of something or if I speak on something or I put it out there because I've seen someone else, I always give credit. If someone talks to me outside of this stuff and says that I give them credit, I don't try to pass on info that's not my own. So shout out to Woj for doing that. Absolutely. Because he probably had intel on that too, but because that guy beat him to Twitter, he still did the right thing. So shout out to him.
The Clippers are pursuing Chris Paul.
Yeah, definitely. He be in his feelings. He is in his feelings for sure. Does this open free agency? Magic doesn't have enough for PG, right? Nope, they don't have enough for PG now. So like I said, some movement there. Nothing game changing, but I'm happy for KCP. But again, I had been telling you guys, I got into a little Twitter spat with a couple of guys a couple of days ago, and I said, there's no way in hell a team is prioritizing D'Lo over KCP, like Orlando. I'm like, Orlando would prioritize KCP over D'Lo, bro. And they're like, no, you're crazy. They gave me a million reasons. Well, he the best guard in free agency. I'm like, what? What? I was like, you're saying D'Lo is the best guard in free agency? I was just like, oh my God, like attention. We lost one from the loony bin. I was like, these dudes is tripping, you know. But shout out to KCP, but this is exactly why D'Lo opted in. His agent had intel on this, and agents do this for each other, man. And so do front office. Like, nah, they don't want to burn guys. They try to keep they want to keep the relationships going. D'Lo knew this was his best option, right? This was his best option at signing out the gate. He lost that, and therefore decided to chill. And that's exactly what happened. Said Joel says Klay Grant moves me, Jeff. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't hate that, but I think Klay is up there at the number one option right now. I think Jeremy Grant is a little down the line, but I wouldn't hate that though. Make some contenders, health, new coach, a deep roster that actually shows up to play every night and make some shots. So Klay Thompson, someone else, Bruce Brown, all these other guys we've mentioned, Jeremy Grant, Jared Allen, all these different guys we've mentioned, it's all going to be a better team than last year. But depending on who they get and who they give up, makes a big difference here. Shout out to KCP, well-deserved contract. Yeah, for sure, man. 2-time NBA champion. Spell his name right. You know what I mean? Good for him, man. Good for him.
That's a big loss for Denver.
It's a huge loss for Denver. I don't care how much they like Brown, man. That Brown, like you have that, you just lose depth. It's a two-way guard, fits perfect with your team. That's a huge loss for Denver.
2 years straight.
Yep, that's what happens, man.
It costs to be at the top. Bruce Brown. Yeah.
It costs to be at the top, man. And it's when you got up, man. We were about to dip out of here too. We would have missed that. It costs to be at the top. That's why people always say, oh, this, that, and the third about will they spend? No one was saying nothing when they traded Reggie Jackson and cut those $6 million. Now they let KCP walk for free. They didn't even try to work on any sign and trade. They didn't try to extend him. They didn't try to re-sign him. They let him coast, right? So, and the only guy they're linked to right now that we've heard so far is Russell Westbrook at $4 million. So, like, they are cutting costs actively, and you're going to start to see that with teams, man. It's going to continue to happen.
Right. Yeah, that's a big loss right there.
You think no trades or moves? No, something's happening. Something's happening. Ain't going to be for you, Stanley Johnson. I think you only have one fan left, but outside of that, I think I'm rooting for you though, Stanley Johnson. I'm rooting for you, man. I'm rooting for you. But
he said something.
No, I'm just messing around because Stanley Johnson is my goat here. Like, it's a parody account here, so I'm always messing around.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, I'm not looking at the chat.
Yeah, you look at the chat. So that says Stanley Johnson is my goat. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? There's this fan right there, right? So like, no, I mean, they're gonna do something, man. They're gonna do something. I like to have fun with the ones that have like NBA players or like the parody ones because those guys are always funny, man.
that new Connect one got everybody going crazy. Right?
Oh, Connect, man. I think the Lakers followed him. I think the Lakers followed him initially. Can we talk about this real quick? The Lakers digital team, bro. Guys, let's have some fun real quick. Let me make sure. Hold on. We got to post here, man. I don't want to miss this point. Okay, there we go. No, nothing. We got to talk about this. The Lakers digital team has accidentally gone live 3 times. Okay, and then their posts on the internet are basically just like a 7-year-old could have put those together. Like it's just horrific. But look, what killed me, and I think I told you this, what killed me is when they posted a picture of their war room with no one sitting there.
Nobody there. That's about right. That sounds about right.
Y'all trolling yourself. Like, how do you post a picture of nobody there? No, but it gets better. It is better. But bro, not only is no one there, but who is handling your cable management system here? You got cords everywhere, right? And 2, you have a bunch of Amazon basic wireless chargers on your desk. Oh my God, that killed me.
Told you, Rod called in the pick on his BlackBerry.
Oh man, I was BlackBerry on Cricket Wireless, man. I was like, what is going on here, bro? I was like, when I saw that picture, man, I was like, they legit said that. First of all, how do you post a war room with no one in it? Like, who shot. Who's ever running? Okay, I got 2 words for you. Lakers organization, Sprout Social. Okay, whoever is running your social media, there's a feature in there they can post and it goes to your phone and you approve it. Okay, I do this for multiple companies. All right, multiple $1 million companies that have this in play. Right, you just don't let people just post in regular things that they accidentally took with their camera. like oh they uploaded the wrong picture from that camera roll or something. Right, but oh my God, like that was wild. I was like, war room, but nobody there. cable management system trash, and Amazon basic chargers. Oh my God. I was losing my mind there. I was losing my mind. It drove me nuts. But the OCD in me couldn't handle it, Lo. It just couldn't handle it. Why are these wires like this? Like, it just couldn't. It was driving me nuts. Oh, man.
It was crazy.
Teams with money making moves. Good sign for the Lakers. Facts, BZ. Appreciate you pulling up. Nuggets owner cheap tweets incoming. Well, so the Kroenke family, it's a different. So the Stan runs the Rams, but his sons run his kids run the Nuggets. They don't love living in tax. They were never going to be one that was going to hang in that separate apron forever. They're not. That's their inheritance they're messing with. They're not playing with that, Low. So Denver is not like the Denver Nuggets aren't with that F them picks life. Stan, who runs the Rams, is, but his kids who run Denver are not, man. Are not. One fan left.
Very
man.
True. Mr. Layback, speaking of those accounts, Bronny has one too.
Yeah, Bronny's one was good too. But the Connect one, like I'm telling you, it got the Lakers. It got the Lakers. That was, man, that was crazy. I saw it at first, but he had to put that it was a music count. But I'm sure he put that after everyone started following it, because I saw that immediately and caught that. But he probably didn't have that at first.
No, he didn't. I was reading the comments on one of the things somebody told him. You have to put a music count, and they're gonna block this. I followed them too.
Yeah, a lot of people tell you the Lakers
that night I went and followed him, and then he posted something weird. I was like, no, this
no, I was laughing because his Tennessee had to post his real handle.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny, man.
He posted something crazy. I forget what it was, but it was something like, "I got y'all LA," something crazy.
Yeah.
Like, no,
woke up a Laker. Woke up a Laker. Yeah, woke up a Laker. Like the Pat Bev post. Like, my God, man. You think 76ers getting pandemic P? I think there's a strong chance Palmdale P, unless the Clippers come out the last minute and say, okay, just kidding, here's your 4-year max. But there's been nothing pointing towards that way right now. One fan left. Lakers really fell for it. We love Stanley Johnson.
But that's the thing. He's so easily persuaded, Paul George. Like if you get Embiid in a room with him, then he's gonna sign.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Kawhi ain't gonna say nothing. Kawhi ain't gonna say nothing. He's gonna be like, yo, why? I'm thinking about going to Philly, bro. I'm thinking.
Well, he ain't know. He's in Costa Rica chilling. I saw pictures of him in Costa Rica.
Hey.
Send him in and try to get this done.
Yeah, what it do, PG? Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna. Oh my God, man, that was man. Now I'm thinking about that. That War Room post had me dead, bro. Sometimes I think the Lakers be trolling us. How do you go accidentally live 3 times? Yo, remember when they did that when Hurley was in town? You remember?
Hurley, he got all of us. Everybody was like, "It's a done deal. It's a done deal." I was like, "Justin, you see it? It's done, Justin."
Oh my God, you're like, yo, Lake Show. You know when you schedule a video, you gotta mark it as private first, bro. Like, oh my God, like it's happening. Things are happening. They go live. Like, oh my God. They did that during the Hurley stretch, bro. Man. Bro. Could you imagine if they did that during the Kawhi chase, Low? Could you imagine if they did Kawhi this and the Lakers going live? It's like, what? Like, oh my God. They would have shattered the internet, everyone, man. You know how many people would unsubscribe to them if they did that? Oh my God. Man.
Everybody's mad scrolling on the timeline. They said, free agency is this?
Yeah, man. I was, Mr. Layback. I would definitely love to play.
KCP's been the biggest so far,
huh? Yeah. Oh man, it's I guess this time Pat Riley taking a nap isn't bad. Call me you a soundbar goblin. I got a bunch of ones on here I don't use as much, man, but they on here, man. They on here. Kawhi is from Moreno Valley, man. Shout out to Kawhi, man, from the Moreno Valley. Shout out my brother FaZe, Moreno Valley City Limits. What y'all know about FaZe? If y'all know Moreno Valley, let me know if you know who FaZe is, man. That's my brother right there, man. Let me know if y'all know who FaZe is. He's a beast, bro, in the rap bars for days, bro. But he represents Moreno Valley heavy. Rob Pelinka don't do anything. He out of here, says Demetrius Lee. Give Rob some time here, man. No one's doing nothing, man. No one's doing nothing. I'm telling you, some of these execs knew it was gonna be like this. But yo, we'll talk to you after PG decides, man. We're gonna go barbecue. We're gonna enjoy this summer. We're gonna be in the pool. We're the only goofballs out here paying attention to this. The whole league is like, we know what it is. Oh man, I still that war room has me right now. Oh man.
Josh Harden.
Did ESPN even go? Did it go off air?
Off air. Like
the ESPN said, "We'll holla." Like we out of here. We out of here, man.
That's from ESPN too. So they must have been too. They wasn't even on ESPN. It was on ESPN too.
Looking like Spurs have strong interest in pitching Chris Paul. So Chris Paul's, at that price, so it's like Clippers, Spurs, Lakers. Like I said, even him back to OKC, right? If a trade for Russ can't be worked out, even him back to OKC. He had a good stretch there.
Yeah, it definitely works.
Yeah, he had a real good stretch there. Oh man, I just can't.
And in San Antonio, he'll start, right?
Yeah, he would start.
That's probably the only place he can go to start.
Yeah. And Nicholas here is right. Nuggets, Golden State, and Suns on the ropes. It's going to be a different playoff picture next year. He's right. That's why it's very imperative the Lakers do something, man.
Yeah.
Very, very imperative to do something.
KCP had some big shots, man. He played big in the series against us.
Yeah, he always did. He always did. As soon as we let him go, man, he always killed us. If Rob brings the same roster back, does he get fired? There's a good chance, man.
Good. Yeah, his job should be on the line.
He's a hot bolt.
For sure. We're talking about DeMar DeRozan now. Where's some potential landing spots for DeMar?
Yeah, Orlando could definitely be a dark horse for Klay, DeMar, any of those guys. They still got some money left, but they're not in on PG anymore though. But they still got some money. They still could make a move for D'Lo. They could. I'll say they will, but they still could. Yeah, exactly. D'Lo would fit in great there. And what do you think of Wendell Carter Jr.?
He's good, man. I like
him. So
he's
young. I mean, like some of the you get him in one of those guards. I like Markelle Fultz, man. Now that you're into sign and trade territory, if you can get like a Wendell Carter and Markelle Fultz for a D'Lo, man. I like Markelle, man. He's played well.
Yeah, he had a good he played some good basketball last year.
Yeah, he's bounced back. You might be able to get him if you can get him in like a Michael Carter for a D'Lo, man. That's two positions filled right there. And Markelle, man, I'm telling you, man, he's starting to turn a corner there. He's played well like of late. So I would not mind getting him, but things don't appear to be going crazy right now. But D'Lo for Bruce Brown, I still would. I still definitely would be into that, and that could happen. There's a lot of things that could happen, but this all depends on if the Lakers can't get Klay or DeMar, one of those guys, then Braun takes the max, and we don't have that mid level, and we're limited, and then things are a little bit less productive, right? So until we know if we can land one of those first couple guys, then we don't know what moves we actually can make. We don't know.
Right. Rob is definitely why he doesn't have long. I think Braun gave him. He said before he leaves for Team USA, Vegas, he wants the deal done. He wants to sign the contract.
Yeah, and that's fair.
He said he wants to sign the contract. So.
Yeah, well, that's fair. That's fair. Shout out to everyone on Twitter, man. I see y'all over 200 over there. 135 people in building on YouTube right now. I appreciate y'all, man. Drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And make sure to subscribe to my guy, LOE, man, on all socials and on YouTube. Lakers over everything, man. Great channel, great content, great dude. As you guys hear him, hearing in plenty of other channels, man. He does great work. So make sure to subscribe to his channel and follow him on all of his socials. He's heavy in the game, talking Lakers. And what's your wrestling channel, Loa? Because I feel like I never quote that correctly. What's your wrestling channel?
You find us at the Murphy Family WWE, or even simpler, easier, WWE over everything.
WWE over everything. There you go. So, great wrestling content. He's a major wrestling head. If you guys are into wrestling as well, and like I said, top tier basketball content as well here. Top tier, the opposite of this NBA free agency here, man. So biggest deal out the gate. You know, Harden re-signed. The Lakers are keeping Max Christie, 4 years, $32 million with a player option. KCP to the Orlando Magic on a 3-year, $66 million deal. Kevin Porter Jr. to the Clippers on a 2-year deal. Outside of that, Chris Paul gets his contract not guaranteed. He's effectively waived by the Warriors. And Russell Westbrook, the Clippers are actively shopping him in trade. Paul George is meeting with the Clippers and the Philadelphia 76ers tonight. The Orlando Magic are no longer in play for him. Andre Drummond, 2 years, $10 million to Philly. So not a lot, but some moves. There are some moves happening. I do like that deal for Philly. I think that's solid, not only because it's a good backup for Joel in case he gets hurt, which is likely at some point, but it also keeps him away from the Knicks and maybe one of those other teams in the East. So it's a good move for Philly to snatch him up. And just keep an eye here on what the Lakers do and what happens with Klay here, what happens with Braun's contract, what happens with D'Lo, Rui, and Gabe. And we're kind of stuck here, Mr. Lowe, until we until anything can happen here. But and Shan, I said that, like I said, I could see Russ going to Philly if PG chooses Philly, unless the Clippers are just bitter, right? Unless they're petty. But I could see him going where PG goes. I could see that. So we touched on that earlier. But outside of that, Orlando too.
They have 27 million left.
So Clay's in play there. Clay's in play. So I just don't. If it was money. Like, if he was just money, then that would have been one of the first ones off the board. I don't think Klay is going to Orlando just for the money. Now, maybe he ends up with a bigger deal with the Mavs or Lakers than we saw coming. But I don't see him just going to Orlando for 27 mil. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Less I'm tripping. I don't see it. But on that note, bro, I think I'm just gonna shut it down. Maybe I'll pop up again later tonight. And we'll go from there because right now it's just kind of chilling. There's plenty of people barbecuing out right here. I'm missing activities. I'm gonna go pull up and have some fun over there. But I do like that. Dalton and Max gonna be a fun 2 and 3. Yeah, facts. But anything you want to add, Lo, before we dip out of here?
Do something, Rob.
Yeah, man. He's using that Disneyland pass, man. What time Disneyland closed today, y'all? I think that might be an important time to pay attention to. But man.
It should get popping tonight we should have some action.
Yeah, it should. So I'll be back later tonight, depending on how hydrated I get out there. You know, it's hot outside. I gotta stay hydrated. Well, I appreciate you, brother, for tuning in as always. Holding it down. I'm sorry there wasn't more to break down here. It's been kind of quiet. But and obviously appreciate everyone else for tuning in. Everyone over on Twitter, everyone on IG. I'm sorry, not IG, YouTube. But follow me on Twitter at EmpireJeff _ at EmpireJeff on IG. Like I said, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. You guys would be greatly appreciated. Make sure to hit up Lowe, LOE, Lakers over everything, everywhere. WWE over everything for his wrestling channels. And outside of that, we'll go ahead and shut it down here, man. So I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your night. Hopefully we get some fireworks tonight, NBA wise. I know I'll get regular fireworks in my neighborhood. It's a regular occurrence. But I'm more than likely catch you guys back here tonight, man. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay safe. Talk to you guys later on tonight.